Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Rolling in the Deep. We have a very special episode today as I fixed the error in the recording software, so we have my point of view on the Discord. I'm sorry that there's a lot of mouse movement. I'm still new to this, but it will be getting better. Enjoy.
Spooky News Moose. Just not gonna speak ever again. So you have all went through this just thoroughly bewildering experience and have just seen this strange three-headed water creation and have been pushed through a whirlpool which has spat you out at the coast of Oddwood. You can see the dock that you left to go onto the bridge, and the bridge and the tower are not there.
Quick question.
I might need a little quick refresher. I remember where we are.
Okay.
I got my notes. It's all good.
What's the
What
question?
time is it?
It is. You actually don't know exactly what time it is, but it looks still early in the day.
Okay.
Alright.
You can see the same man who was with you when the black column shot, just kind of looking out into the ocean with his book, just detailing some things down, sitting on one of the nearby docks.
Let's go talk to him.
You guys want to go talk to him? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you walk across the beach, and as you do, he just kind of catches a glance of you, and is just kind of surprised.
Do you not expect us to come back or something?
After the tower disappeared, I kind of expected you would have gone with it.
Takes a little more to get rid of us.
I mean, disappearing, a structure collapsing into the ocean seemed like enough to get rid of you, from my perspective.
Yes, you're wrong.
So what was in there? Like, fill me. I'd love to know.
A pearl.
Okay, can I get a more detailed description of this pearl?
Big pearl.
The size of a skull.
Okay, that helps. Shape of a skull or just the size?
Size.
Okay.
Size.
Is that
The
it?
room didn't want me to take it.
Oh, care to elaborate on that? That sounds like something that...
The walls would move in whenever you moved it away from its podium.
Okay, that's neat.
I touched
So
it,
upset.
and I saw a very strange three-headed creature.
Oh.
We met that creature.
It looked
Very otherworldly.
Okay, that definitely sounds like Oddwood, alright.
Thought it was some advanced thing, huh?
Like three of the same heads, three different heads.
When I saw it, it had
Different.
3 different heads. One was a horse, one was a dragon, and the third had, like, vertical eyes.
Oh, okay, that's concerning.
Yeah.
I think I might know what that is. I just need some time to look it up.
Have you seen it before?
Maybe. Not firsthand, but in a book.
What kind of
I-
book would you find on that?
I mean, I run a museum. We have all sorts of old texts and other various sources of information and pictures of strange things.
Another interesting thing when we were in that tower, we were in the ocean floor of somewhere very far from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's worth noting. Thank you. Is there anything else I should know? I'd like to move this to a more permanent location. He just kind of gestures to the book as he says that.
Gestures to what?
He just gestures to the book, like more permanent than.
The second you find something about that three-headed creature, come look for us. I want to know what the fuck that was.
Okay. Are you guys
And
like
we can kill it.
where are you gonna be?
You know,
If you
I
just
haven't thought about that yet.
if you just give me like an hour or two and then stop by the museum, this is of priority to me, so I probably will have found it by then.
Is the pillar still in the town?
No, is that a me question or a character question?
Both.
Okay. No, the column seems to have died down shortly before the tower did. About 5
Okay.
minutes?
It's all disappeared.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's still dead people, and there's still a weird hole in the center of town. But yeah, other than that, it's almost all gone.
So you said it looked like it sank?
It collapsed into itself and moved down under the waves.
Okay. So there wouldn't be anything down there, would there? Probably not.
Do you see gills on me? I didn't check.
Nails and I could check.
You want me to check?
Out in the middle of the ocean.
Take a peek.
You're in the middle of the ocean.
Pretty
Well,
strong swimmer.
I'm gonna get to that thing. Just come see me when give me an hour. Just an hour and we'll be fine. And he just kind of power walks towards towards where you saw him the first time.
Alright. Where should we go now? Kill some time for an hour.
You guys want to take a short rest?
That might be
Yeah.
nice.
Sounds good to me.
All right. You guys gonna move into town or short rest on the beach?
Oh, am I going to town?
Yeah.
See what happened with the things we killed.
I hate sand.
Oh god.
Fair.
All right. So, you guys gonna look for a tavern or just chill somewhere in an open space?
Do
That
I have
patio.
a house? I live here, right?
Yeah, you would have a house.
I go back to my house.
Got it.
I
Are
follow
you?
him.
Are,
What?
We all follow
I think Nails would just stay on the beach.
okay, so Nails is just staying on the beach.
Uh-oh.
kind of want to eat.
All right. So you guys all follow Ed to his house, except for Nails.
Yeah.
It's a small flat, but I think there'll be room for everyone.
I mean, there'll be room for them all to
Will
fit.
it?
Yeah. Blandis definitely needs to crouch to get into the door.
Damn.
I chuckle at the amusement of someone so big trying to fit into a fucking house.
Oh, don't worry.
Doing my best,
At least she
okay?
doesn't have antlers.
I give
Man
Blandis,
invited us into his home.
I give Blandis the tiniest teapot I have when I'm like brewing tea, just to make make him look that much bigger.
All
I
right.
could hold this with just my pinky.
That's pretty great. All right, so you guys just kind of have a normal, relaxed time at Ed's house, just killing some time. So cut
Keep
back,
my back to a wall.
cut back to Nails on the beach. Probably about half an hour, 45 minutes from when you got back. You can see these strange hooded gentlemen slowly start congregating on the beach. There's about 3 or 4 of them.
Do they have clothing that wouldn't seem like it would fit in this town? Like they're not really
they're wearing the kind of clothes that you would wear if you are trying to hide your identity and your features.
Are they around an object, or are they just like...
No, they're just gathered together on the beach.
I'll wait and see.
Okay. So after so two men show up over the next five minutes, and they're all just kind of standing around, kind of vaguely looking up at the sky.
Can he communicate with this like to us? Because we're all like warlocks, or like how far is it? Can we communicate through the mind speak or whatever?
So ghoul warlocks, which I don't know if any of you are. Because what kind of warlock is Ed?
He's a hexblade.
Okay, so none of you have telepathy.
Okay.
Also, Nails is a paladin.
Fair enough. I thought he had some levels in.
No, we're not all warlock. That would have been ridiculous. So no, you guys are probably about 5 minutes walk away from the beach.
Right.
You could run there in a minute, but like 5 minutes casually.
Okay.
Um.
But do we have a reason we even know?
Hmm.
We wouldn't know. No.
No, you would have no idea. So after
Suspicion.
after the hour has passed, your hour of waiting, you guys can all now expend hit dice if you want to heal and get all your resources that you get back on a short.
Where's my hit dice?
Yeah, I think we just had another short rest before, so
Mhm.
I'm already full health. I have everything.
All right. Oh wow, I really didn't think about how good Fighter Warlock is. Those are both short rest classes. Dang. All right. So, you guys begin heading to the library, and Nails, I'm assuming you're still on the beach?
I think after an hour, I think he'll leave.
Okay, so as you hit the hour point and the sun is at its highest, two of these men stand near each other, and their bodies kind of contort, and they form a door.
Kinky.
Nails is...
After they do that, one of the other men comes and opens the door. Once the door opened, you can hear kind of a muffled screaming coming from within. And him and another man following him walk in and pull out this bound man and place him on the hot sand of the beach.
Okay. I interject.
With?
My greatsword.
Oh, he's just gonna swing one of them?
He's gonna swing
Oh, no.
Wait first, ask questions later.
So you're just gonna make an attack roll on any of them specifically, or
The bound man.
big brain?
The one who pulled him out
Okay,
of the door.
so you just push one of these guys out of the way in the circle, and just make an attack roll. I'll give you advantage because they have no idea what's going on.
It should be noted, Jamie doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Key distinction.
28.
Like, not on my watch.
28 hits.
Alright.
No, I shouldn't have. There we
Fucking minimal damage. That's 8 damage.
Ooh. Why am I flailing around like a dead fish right now? Ah, I knocked something over. Ah! Oh, I really should have had this out first.
Someone be chewing.
There's starts there we go.
So that was 8 damage for the first.
Okay. Make second attack.
No advantage?
Yeah, it's just still surprise round, so yeah.
That's 17.
Nice. Okay, so you walk, you just readying your greatsword, you just kind of shoulder one of the guys out of the way, and you just go for just a nice slash on him. It just kind of glances, doesn't really get anywhere good, and then you really deliver with a nice counter slash for it. And as you cut some of his robes, you can see similar wounds to the guys that were bowing to you in the pedestal room. Yeah, I gonna ask that you roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean?
Are we all here?
This was gonna
No, you guys are all in town.
We're all the way. We're all the way.
Yeah,
Everyone
true.
can come back and Nails is gonna get on the fucking beach.
Nails is a badass, dude.
He really is. Just these people start doing some shifty business. That's it. I'm coming swinging.
That's a 10 for
True
initiative.
paladin.
All right. Don't fall off the table. Ooh, that's not looking good. All right, so they go first. I'm gonna have you make. Oh, why is that book over there? Why do I? Sorry, I'm a little disorganized, and that's entirely my fault. I'm gonna have you make a saving throw. I'll tell you what that is in about a second.
It's definitely not my fault.
Yeah, of course it is. Because it's my really bad setup. Looking for H. Found H. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
You're good. So the man that you just laid into with the blade reaches his hand out kind of in your general direction and grasps it. You can feel your muscles tighten up for a second, but it just quickly passes. Your faith and your will just completely annihilating that spell having any effect of taking hold on you. So that's his turn. The other three are going to attempt attacks with daggers. And given the fact that you are wearing good armor, this is going to be entertaining. Well, that's the first dice down.
The table.
18 doesn't hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Oh, okay, so that's 5 points of piercing damage. 23. So that's an additional 6 points of piercing damage. And 13 doesn't hit. So that's 2 of them just descend upon you with daggers. 2 of them just manage to perfectly land spots in your armor that aren't really covered. And the other one just decides to go for straight in the breastplate, because that's a good idea. You're up.
We're just drinking tea.
Also, now that you're in position to see through the... Well, you... Never mind, you've already seen the man. My bad. So yeah, it's your turn.
This is a bonus action for Channel Divinity?
I think it's you... It depends on what it is, because sometimes it says as an action you present your holy symbol, and sometimes it says as a bonus action.
Oh. There's a bonus action for this one.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action, Channel Divinity.
Okay,
Legendary Strike.
go for it.
So for the next minute, I crit on 19s.
Rad.
Oh, nice.
Now, it's go time.
Let's rock and roll.
18 plus 24.
24 hits.
And 21 to hit.
21 also hits.
That's 14 points of damage on the first strike.
Nice. He lets out a horrendous wail as you just hit him real nice with the sword.
And I'm going to dump a smite in that. So, that's what, an extra d8? 2d8?
That depends on what smite you're using.
Level 2.
Divine Smite?
Yep.
Level 2 Divine Smite is 3d8, I believe.
Yep. Pull out all my dice on ones. Points of extra smite damage.
Yeah, you just, after the first set of strikes, you just shrug off this spell, go for just the legs, brings him down, and then you just lop the head clean off.
And max damage, 18 points for the second strike. Next one.
Not another guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the, sorry, give me the damage again?
18 points.
Okay, so
For the
that's
second strike.
math amount of damage. Okay. So, I'm gonna ask you to make another wisdom saving throw.
24.
Oh yeah, you're good. Same kind of thing. Another guy goes for it. You just, they're not gonna get you with this. You're familiar with this kind of heresy before. It ain't gonna work on you. The other two of them spend their turn reanimating the people that were at the door. It's your turn again.
Hold on, I'm looking up a spell.
Got it. No, that's a bad idea. I'll save that for later. I just know that drinking pop is not a good idea because I know my throat's gonna hurt eventually. I should drink that later and have water throughout the session because that's a big brain play. I should probably.
How many are left?
What we have left is 5 guys. They're trying to offer you burgers.
Good burger place. I won't
Turn
have
me
a
into
burger.
burgers. I don't think so.
Burger.
Seaborger.
More strikes.
Nice. On the wounded guy, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Can't do math. 17.
17 hits.
And 11.
11 does not hit.
No, wait, that's 13. Jesus fuck.
13 also does not hit.
Strike.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
8, you said?
Hmm?
8?
That's my turn.
The wrath of nails, holy shit. These just got intense.
I know.
You best be
Nails
going
look
away.
smoked.
Wait, what was the damage again?
15.
15. Okay. Don't know why that's struggling. Okay. Yes, screw it. That's... So, the two of them that were the door are a little taken aback as they return into their physical forms. And the two of them lock arms and create a magical barrier around themselves. Two of them are going to go for strikes with a dagger. Oh, that's the big brain play. I'll do that when I get a break. 19 and 13. So first strike is 6 points of piercing damage. The guy gets you with a dagger. Yes, 6 points of piercing. And the other one seems to reach into his chest. This weird kind of dust appears on his hand, and he throws it in your general direction. I'm going to have you make a Constitution saving throw.
13.
I don't know if that's enough. You're good. Alright. And then the other one's gonna... And the other one, which is the other one is going to attempt to get some distance, which provokes an attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
Plus 9. Sure, that hits.
What was it?
18 plus 9.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah, that's... Yeah, you're good.
12 points.
Nice. So you just get him in the back as he runs and gets some distance. He immediately turns around and starts whirring up this purple bolt of lightning. But it careens off into the side and shoots into into the air. The rest of you who are heading towards the library, you see this strange bolt come from the beach and just go over the horizon.
That's
Well-
sort of nails is, isn't it? He never left the
We
beach.
have to
did he?
go.
We could split up.
Not. Let's just run straight there.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm running there.
Yeah,
I'm on my way, Nails.
I'll
Got it.
start running.
I doubt he needs our help, but let's just go check on him. Alright, gang?
Alright, I'd like you all to roll initiative for me.
Alright.
Everyone who's heading there. Which I'm assuming is everyone.
What do we had?
I got a
Dex.
19 for initiative.
Stacks. What was that for Ed?
19.
Okay.
Why am I rolling so bad?
13.
19.
Okay, so you and Blendless and Ed can decide who goes first.
I rolled a
Blandless can go
9.
first. I'll go behind.
Okay. You got a 9?
I got a fucking 9. I rolled a 2.
Damn.
Alright. Corey, I'm gonna have you just contested roll.
So you don't want me to add anything on?
No, just contested roll.
3.
Okay. So the cult will be going first. Alright, so okay, so it is currently Nail's turn.
Okay. So they're, like, surrounded around me?
Yes, you are surrounded by 4 of them. One is dead on the ground. There's the bound man, and there's the one who's got some distance who attempted to projectile you.
Okay.
Oh, and 2 of them are in a weird magic bubble.
Disengage is an action, right?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action
Okay.
and disengage, run 30 feet away.
Got it. Just into the distance? Into town?
To where everyone else head off.
Okay, yeah, so you head towards town. Are you just gonna keep going away, or what's your plan after that?
I'm just gonna run until some of them come towards me and hopefully not have them all group up.
Because as you go away, they almost seem to lose interest with you. That's why I ask.
Okay.
So you're just gonna, like, temporarily retreat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you go back, the two men in the bubble are quickly reverted back into the door. One of them goes in and starts pulling out just pieces of dead coral and putting it on the beach. After they've pulled out 5 pieces, all of the remaining members lock hands, create this strange kind of purplish glow that was the same color as the previous smaller barrier that covers their whole kind of ritual, and they begin to shout this. Aquatin gluma buvo va ko. Aquatin gluma buvo anva ko. Just over and over.
Are we all seeing this at this point?
You guys, after its third repetition, you get to the area where you can see the beach. You can see Nails, who's taken a few injuries, nothing too substantial, and you can see this purple orb with these people chanting, and as you get there, the coral starts to move towards the man in the center.
Does anyone know the language?
So, about that, it's nothing in particular. Every once in a while, you'll hear a word that you understand. Like, for example, you hear the abyssal word for a trench. You hear the draconic word for a lake. Just a strange collection of words in a variety of languages. As in, like, an undersea trench.
What the hell happened while we were drinking tea?
No good story starts with drinking tea, they say.
Exactly, I wasn't drinking tea.
There you go. Oh no.
Weaklings.
Oh no. Alright,
I had to. The cup was just so small.
so they just keep chanting and the coral keeps moving in. What are you guys gonna do?
Should we hit him?
Can I shoot my crossbow at the coral stuff? Is there
Hey,
movement
Nails,
closer?
what the hell's happening here?
Okay,
Or-
so
wait, did we?
you just
sorry,
loose a
sorry.
bolt?
Crossbow.
Okay. What were you asking, Dave?
Sorry, I know I interrupted Nails. I'm really sorry about that.
It's
But
fine.
alright, did we just break initiative for this?
Uh,
Or are we
I'm
still?
I'm kind of pausing initiative right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the same one when we go if we go back into it.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just gonna fire a bolt.
Fire bolt that you said there was coral.
It's
There
all
will
of
be-
it is inside of this big purplish bubble.
Yeah, so I'll shoot a crossbow at it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Sick. It's an 8 plus 6.
14? 14 hits. You don't get to sneak attack a bubble.
Yeah, that's fair. 5.
Okay, so your bolt hits it and falls to the ground. It appears to have made a small crack, but something very minor.
Alright.
Can we hit the people? Are they like a part of the bubble?
They are
Or they-
inside of the bubble. The bubble is 5 feet out from them.
Okay. Would you say that some of them look kind of like they're in a row or something?
They are in a circle with their arms linked around this. After a few more repetitions, you can see some of the coral start to merge with the man and go through his flesh into his body. Not in any penetrating manner. It just kind of flows through.
Alright, Eddie's gonna panic and shoot an Eldritch Blast at the bubble.
Okay.
Should I roll for attack? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Roll damage. That's 2d10.
So are all of them within this bubble?
They are all within the bubble, yes.
Okay.
That's a 4, and then I guess I'll shoot a second one? Or does it... Oh my god, it's a crit, true. Do you just roll twice for crits?
Yeah, I do double the dice because it's more fun to roll.
Okay. 6 then, 6 damage.
Oh no, sweetie.
Does that do anything, or should I fire
That-
the second one, or...
You can see the bubble resound as you strike it with this forceful blast, and it shudders with it. You can see cracks opening all over it.
Alright, I'll shoot the second one then, and I'll see what happens.
Got it.
17.
17 hits.
Okay, and 3.
Once again, it's the same thing. It's a lot less of an impact this time,
Right.
but it still does this reverberation. It is not liking what you're hitting it with.
Okay. I'll come up, like, sort of near Nails. Like, I guess Nails is, like, flank, so I can, like, shoot past him.
I'm assuming if you've moved further from the bubble, I'm assuming Nails is like 90 feet. Does that sound about right as a distance you'd keep?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm asking how close Nails is. I wasn't asking, yeah.
I just want to support Nails.
Yeah, I get you.
That's it. Is that good?
Yeah. All right.
I don't really have a good visual on this. I'm just gonna trust Ben that he,
Fair
you
enough.
know,
Yeah, I
understands.
do.
Good.
Can I throw a javelin at it?
You can. However, like, are you gonna run within throwing range of the javelin?
How far away are they from us?
They are. If you're currently all grouped up where Nails is, 90 feet.
I can hit with the javelin from there.
What's the range on a javelin?
30 to 120 feet.
Okay, you can make that attack roll with disadvantage because it's the long shot distance.
$18.
18 hits.
Okay. And I roll 6.
Nice. So you throw it, and it does just about the same as the crossbow bolt hitting it before.
So there's more cracks in it?
You put another small crack in it, but just separate from all the massive cracks that have been done from the Eldritch blasts.
So the magic is much more.
This.
So I'll try and shoot my Eldritch Blast.
Okay. As you're doing that, you can see movement under the skin of the bound man.
Great. I'm moving up, like, as far as I can, too.
Okay.
It's
By up, do you mean away from the bubble or towards the bubble?
towards
Okay.
a little closer. So I have 2 beams. One's a natural 20.
Well, that hits.
The other is 13 plus 8. So 21.
Yeah, both hit.
For the first one, it's a double dice, right?
Yeah.
8
Okay.
for the first one, and then second damage is 6.
So that's as Janata runs forth and lets fall 2 bolts of energy. This bubble shatters into purple pieces that immediately dissipate and blow away into the wind.
I loosened it up for you.
That's what they all say.
As the bubble breaks, the chanting gets faster.
They're panicking.
And we are going to resume initiative order if this passes. No. Okay, so it is Blameless's turn.
Okay, so the bubble is broken. We can hit them now?
Yes.
Supposedly? Okay.
You...
I want to run forward and basically sort of heal Janata.
You're gonna do what?
I want to run where Janata is.
Okay. That you can do.
Okay. So is that just one of my...
That's your movement.
Yeah, okay. So, and from there, could I use my Javelin of Lightning?
Yes. Yes, you can.
What do I do for that?
That...
So it says DC 13 Dex saving 46 lightning half on a successful state.
Yes. So you pick a line. So you can hit either... Yeah, you can hit 2 of the cultists without hitting the man in the middle, or you could hit 3, including the man in the... 3 cultists and the man in the middle.
What do you guys think I should do?
Try and not harm the man.
Okay. So I'll go with the 2.
Okay.
Then. So
Roll your damage. Oh wait, no.
What?
Yeah, roll damage.
is that just the D6?
That's 4d6.
What do you mean by 4? Do I roll it 4 times?
Yes, roll the dice 4 times.
Yeah, I was gonna look confused by that one.
Supposed to have them make a dexterity save, but that would require them to stop chanting, and they ain't gonna do that.
Uh, 13.
All right. That's Blameless's turn. Ed, you're up
Are they
next.
reactive?
Ed, okay. I'll run in and, is Nails in, like, directly in front of, a cultist?
Isn't he like 90 feet?
Yeah, you're 90 feet from all the cultists right now.
Oh, I thought he was, like, in melee range.
No, no, he pulled out.
Are closer.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So I guess I was standing next to him.
Yes,
anyways,
yeah.
I will... I guess I'll... 90 feet's pretty far. I guess I'll shoot, Eldritch Blast.
Got it.
At the... Let me just see if there's anything else I can do. 1 sec, sorry.
No
Should
problem.
have prepared this. My bad.
Don't worry,
Oh, yeah,
I was
I'll just-
underprepared with my books.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just shoot the fucking Eldritch Blast, baby.
Where? Who?
That is a 14.
Okay, that hits.
Alright. 6 damage.
Okay,
I'll hit the same guy I just did again with my second.
got it.
That is 18.
18 hits.
And then the damage will be 9.
Okay.
Good roll. And yeah, with that I end my turn, I guess.
Okay, so it's their turn.
Actually, sorry,
Oh.
I'm totally gonna run up 30 feet, and then I'll Misty Step another 30. So
Okay.
I'll just go 60.
Yeah, so you're within 30. Got it.
I'll run in.
Okay. So now... 7, 10...
Did we hit the same one though?
Yes. You guys focus fired. One guy... Oh, really? Okay, so the movement in the man becomes a little bit more intense. It looks like there are a bunch of worms, like thick worms, coursing through his body.
Okay.
And that's their turn. Bon, you're up.
Alright, so 90 feet, I have 40 feet of movement.
And you can use Step of the Wind to dash with a bonus action for a key point.
How far does that move me? Is it
That would be within 10 feet of melee.
Alright, well I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Since it's a bonus action I'm gonna throw my hand.
Go for it.
That is I completely forgot what modifier. That is 19.
19 hits?
Is it D6? Or is it D8?
It's a D8 force.
Do I add dex to it?
Yes,
Sure.
because you're a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Nice. And, right. That's gonna be weird. Alright. So, yeah, that's your turn. Nails, you're up.
Me?
Yep.
You're cutting out a little bit. Sorry.
You are now up. It is your turn.
It's go time.
Oh.
Expeditious retreat back with my full movement, so that's 90 feet.
Rad. Alright, yes, you're back within melee.
Now, is there, like, a guy, like a cultist holding the guy on the ground?
No, he is bound with rope.
Okay. 2 strikes on the nearest one, or the most injured one.
Go for it.
20 to hit,
20 hits.
and 26.
Both hit.
Okay. 9 damage on the first.
Got it.
And 12 on the second.
You got him. You just run and charge him with a nice stab, moving really swiftly across the sand. Pull it out, and then just go clean into his shoulder, and then pull the blade out. He falls to the ground, and you can see life leave his eyes.
Alright. That's my turn.
All of the cultists who are chanting let out a sort of ear-piercing scream as you manage to take one of them. Janata, you're up.
How many of them are left?
There are 4.
4. Okay. I'll move up 15 feet, and
Okay.
while I'm like slowly walking up, I want to cast Crown of Madness on the one who's farthest in the back.
Okay, what kind of save is that?
That is Wisdom 16.
Okay. I'm not on that page. There we go. They pass the save.
Shit.
Oh fuck! All right.
So as you whirl your hands around and mutter the incantation, you can see this crown of fire just briefly appear above his head and then just sputter out.
Would he still be chanting though, or no?
They are still chanting, yes.
Yeah, so I guess like wisdom would still count towards it.
Yeah. They briefly stopped chanting to scream when one of them died, but they have continued chanting.
How many are left?
There are 4 left, and it is Blandis' turn.
I hit the one at the very back, right? Because I hit the 2, like basically straight through the circle.
You hit 2 of them. They were standing in a 5-pointed star. You hit
Okay.
the left point, the leftmost point, and then south left.
Okay. How closer am I? Am I
You
closer than 90 feet?
you are 60 feet.
60 feet. I'd like to go within range of them.
Okay.
Because I can move 50 feet.
Yep.
Go on.
So you are just shy of with range.
Just shut.
Yeah, that's just shy, I guess.
You can throw a javelin.
Yeah.
You can throw 2 javelins, actually.
My last 2 javelins, I just throw them both.
Go for it.
Into the ocean.
Attack rolls.
Sure. Why not? Okay. I'll throw them at the closest.
Got it.
So wait, I roll the d20 and
Yes.
then, is there something I add to it? I'm
There-
a little confused.
What's the javelin say?
1d6 thrown 30 to 120 feet, and then I said I have 2 javelins.
D6 would be the damage. The D20 is the one that you roll to land an attack.
Yes.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was anything I added.
There is.
Yeah, but you
It's
do
your
add
strength and your proficiency.
modifiers. Exactly.
I add my strength to my what, sorry?
It's your strength modifier and your proficiency modifier.
So that's 3 plus.
3 plus whatever your strength mod is.
Okay. 12 plus 4 plus 3. 19?
19 hits.
Okay, and then I do d6. 5.
5. Did you add anything?
To my damage?
Oh, okay, that was damage. My bad. I'm used
Yeah.
to people rolling both attacks.
Like, wait,
Did you add anything to your damage?
did I add anything to my damage?
I believe you add 4 to your damage because you add your your strength
Yeah,
modifier.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's 10.
so,
Okay. You gonna throw the second javelin?
yes.
Okay. So attack roll. So d20 plus 7.
26?
26 hits.
So 3 plus 7.
Okay. So you throw a javelin in there. There are 2 javelins sticking into this man, and he's still locked arms with his dudes, and they're still chanting. With his dudes. All right, it's Ed's turn.
All right, I'll run up. I believe I'm 30 feet away, so I'll just run up to the closest guy I can reach,
Got it.
and I'll swing at him.
Got it.
I got 16.
16 hits.
Okay. 8 damage, radiant,
Nice.
and is that guy still alive?
Yep, he's still hanging in there.
Okay, I'll hit him again with my second attack.
Okay.
Fist of blade, 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Okay, 10 damage.
Nice. He's barely hanging in as you just.
Barely hanging. Oh, should I do an action surge?
It's up to you.
I don't know, maybe. I wanted to at least kill one. Because they're so low. Nah, I'll save it, bro. I'll save it.
Okay.
Just, yeah, I'll chill out for a sec.
Oh no. So it's their turn. Okay. So these girthy worms you've seen tunneling in the bound man's body suddenly burst out in several places of his skin. And it's this same coral that you saw that go in, but it's flowing like a tendril out of his arms. 2 of them come out of his eyes and wrap back into his mouth as he as he just breaks all of the rope with pure strength and moves towards the group of you that are attacking.
Wouldn't he? Oh, is he close to me? Closest to me?
Yes, and
Okay, that's scary.
let me just pull up the block. What?
Did I just disconnect?
No, I'm... For some reason, I'm struggling. There we go. That's what it is. Alright. That's my bad. I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, he's gonna make two melee attacks with his fists, which are lined with these just albino worms wrapped around into the shape of a, well, just blunt object. First one's an 11. I doubt that hits.
Yeah, he's attacking you. You're the closest.
And then a 14. Is Dave saying anything right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's talking.
he is.
Okay, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect that because I can't hear him.
Okay.
Okay, he's doing it. Odd flex.
Okay, he's doing it.
You guys, can
Yep.
you guys hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
God, this music keeps resetting its own volume and it just blares.
I'm sorry.
So I was just, for the second attack, I was gonna cast shield just so he doesn't hit me.
Rad. Nice. So both of his fists just bounce off. Well, the first one just you managed to sidestep it, and the second one he's got you just dead to rights, and you just do a very similar purple barrier to the one that you've seen earlier, and it just bounces off.
Do I'm gonna ask a question. Do I recognize this man from like as a villager, like for me living here at all?
No. This man is, well, he's tan, which is something that does not happen to people in Oddwood due to the constant fog. So he is definitely not of this area. And Janata and Bon are both going to take 2 bolts of energy from the remaining cultists. So this will be against Bon. Does 15 hit?
Yes.
And does 13 hit? Was that a no on the 13?
Is this still me or?
Yes, yes it is.
Only one of those.
Okay. That's 1, 2. That's 15 points of lightning damage as one of these purple bolts just connects with you. And as this bolt connects, you can see the one that lands it has this kind of purple electricity on his eyes, and he is fixated on you. And the 2 on Janata does 18 hit?
18, yeah.
And 17?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So that's 49 points of lightning damage.
What?
Oh my god.
As 2 of them manage to land bolts on you, and they do the same thing that they did with Bond, but these 2 are focused on you.
49?
49 points of lightning damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm down. That was exactly how much health I had left.
Oh,
You should have ran in front, man. Holy frick.
yeah, that was, it was a lot of 12s. Was not expecting that many 12s. Alright. So it's Bond's turn.
So is it still like Shagavi, or was it just like a single bolt?
It was a single bolt, but the one that hit you has a kind of intensity focused on you.
Alright, how far from me is it?
The guy who did it,
Yeah.
he's about 10 feet from you, I believe.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna hit him with my hand. While saying, you could at least buy me a drink for
All right, roll attack.
19.
19 hits.
Where's my D8? Oh crap, where is it? They're all mixed up. Alright. Yeah, max damage 11.
Nice. So you just...
And you know what? Is he dead?
He's not dead, but...
Flurry.
Okay. Yeah, and you just clock him square in the jaw. His head almost inhumanly is the only thing that moves as it goes to the left, and then it immediately snaps back with that same intensity and glow in his eyes. Feel free to make those flurry of blows attacks.
Okay, that was weird. 17.
17 hits?
Is that 2 more attacks?
Yes,
One
it's
more
2.
roll. Let me just roll this damage. That's 8.
Nice. That you do get another attack with flurry of blows.
13.
13 just hits.
Okay. 7.
Okay, you got him. You just
Yes!
walk up in the jaw. He pops back, square in the forehead. His head goes back, and you just pop it just out. And you can see a little bit of spine as the head tilts back. And you just take this man out, and he falls to the ground. Monkey noises. All right, it's Nails. Nails is up.
How many are left around me?
There are 3 remaining cultists and 1 coral big boy.
How injured are the cultists?
One of them is untouched. One of them is barely hanging on, and the other one he has some damage to him, but it doesn't look like it's causing him any pain.
I'm gonna smoke that fucking the one that's really, really damaged.
You just gonna nail him?
Oh yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll.
21 to hit
21 hits.
and 21 again.
Okay, both hit. Roll damage.
10 damage.
So you hit him, and you feel like you go through bone in his clavicle and a bit into him, but he's still hanging on to dear life.
Tedious. 11 damage.
Yeah, you get it in there, and you pull it out, and just if it worked the first time, it'll work the second, and you go through just all the way into his rib cage, and pull it out, and he falls to the ground.
That's my turn.
All right.
Damn. I
So
feel bad
Janata,
for
make a
Dead
death
Road.
saving throw.
Alright, here we go.
No heals.
17.
So that's 1 success. Blandis, you're up.
I'm near Janata still, right? Or Janata's in front of me.
Yes, Janata's 15 feet in front of you.
Okay, I'd like to move up to Janata. Can I give him healing potions? Is that something I can do?
Do you have healing potions?
I do.
Then yes.
Okay.
So it's an action to feed somebody a healing potion.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot one of my features. Aura of Heroism.
What it do?
Myself, Janata, and Vaughn, you get HP. 8 HP.
Temporary, right?
Or temporary.
Yeah, temporary doesn't bring him up though.
Temporary would not bring him up.
Okay.
But if somebody were to hit you, it would not be a failed saving throw if they do not do 9 or more damage.
Okay.
I mean, I would gladly take that 8 temp HP because the coral monster is currently aggroed on me.
Okay. I'll give it to Ed.
Thank you, Nails. You are a warrior.
So I used the potion on Janata, though.
Does it say what the potion is in the potion?
Does it say what?
Does it say does the potion have any dice associated with it?
No, remember I bought 10 healing potions in the game.
Right. Okay. So roll Roll 2d6.
2d6.
Yes.
Uh, 10.
Okay, so Janata, you have just received 16 hit points.
Ooh, okay.
But they are both.
I'm not dead.
You are not dead. All right, so that's Blindness's turn. Ed, you're up. You got Mucho Albino Big Boy staring you down.
Damn. I'm gonna, I guess, hit him with my sword.
Okay, go for it.
Sunblade. 14.
14. Why did I decide to close that page? All right, it's because I'm an idiot. Wrong one. Right one. What did you say? 13?
I rolled 14 for
You're
attack.
good.
Did it
That
hit?
hits.
That hits? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Wow. Big guy, hard to miss.
Yeah.
That is 7 damage, radiant.
Nice.
And I'll hit him again. 20, not nat.
Nice. It hits.
And then I'll roll damage. That is 9 radiant.
9 hit. 9. Yeah, of course. The damage hits.
Yeah. I'll do action surge as well and just attack him 2 more times.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. I always love to do
It's
this.
time for Ed to shine.
Higher or lower?
Lower.
You're good. So you just completely whiff and almost drag yourself off balance with this, but just manage to regain your balance.
Okay. Roll again. That is 16
16 hits. Roll damage.
damage. And that is another 9 radiant.
Nice.
And I'll end my turn. I feel bad for this man.
All right. It is. It's their turn. So you're gonna get a little return fire from. Gonna get some return fire from the man that you've just laid into. Does 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's higher than 22. So that's 12. That's 21 points of bludgeoning damage as he just lands both fists on you
Shit, dog.
and nails some of the tendrils on the side, reach out and go for scrapes on you.
That temp HP actually really helps, though.
Yeah.
So 15 doesn't hit, correct?
No.
But I believe 21 does?
Yes.
Does 21 hit? No.
Well, that's another die down. We're losing them a lot faster this session. So that's 10 points of piercing damage, and I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. 20.
Okay, you're good.
That was just for a status effect, not. Oh shit! I forgot concentration. The spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not 20. Not 20. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. So it's now the cultist's turn. So the two. Wait. Yeah. So the one that because one of the ones that had intensity on Janata has died, but the other one is going to loose the energy, and since he has that connection, he auto hits. And that's 13 points of lightning damage.
To me?
Yes.
Alright.
oh damn.
Do I still have that temporary hit points?
You do. Wait. or did that
Oh, no,
not?
he gave it to me. He
Yeah,
gave it to
yeah.
me.
So no.
Okay.
Joe gets up, gets right back down.
He's
Almost.
fine.
I'm still.
He's fine. He's got
kicking,
3.
kicking.
It's like
Hang
the
on.
cool animation from Fallout 4 where they're like lying on the ground and they just stand right up and back down.
Just splash some red liquid on his face, and he just, without moving, just props up.
T-pose.
And the one still untouched one goes and reaches for the coral abomination, and 2 of the worms shoot out into his arms, pop out at around the at the elbow, wrap tighten, and then rip his arms off and pull them into the coral abomination.
Well, damn.
Let me just roll that real quick. Why is math so hard when it's so easy? Alright. It is now Bond's turn.
So one of the cultists is gone.
No, just his arms.
Just his arm.
He's got stubs.
Is that the one with the javelins in his back, or is that one dead?
That one died.
Okay. So is there 2 cultists?
There are 2 cultists, one with no forearms, and the other one has just been hit by a few things, and is just hanging in there.
I want to punch the one with no arms.
Okay.
15.
15 hits, roll damage.
10.
Nice. So you just walk up and clock this man. Alright, that's... are you going to do anything for your bonus action?
Nah.
Alright.
I'm just gonna kill Steel.
Nails, you're up.
How injured does the big abomination thing look like?
The big abomination has... It's taken some serious blows. You guys are chipping off a lot of the coral that's moved out and is kind of supporting the skin. And there's a lot of blood just pouring out of it.
You're mine. Oh, that's a 19. I crit on 19s.
Nice. Well, yeah.
Let's just pump a Divine Smite level 2 into that.
This madman fucking nuke this thing. Go.
Yo, he just put the Merv on the fat man.
Whoa.
16 points of damage from the sword. The smite.
Nice. Excuse me.
And 18 points of radiant.
Nice.
That's the first strike.
Alright, make your second. This thing lets out kind of like a whale sound, but with a lot more gravitas in it. Something I'm not going to attempt to make because it's not going to sound very good.
That was an 18 plus.
Sort of like the world serpent, or like not like the world serpent.
Somewhat similar to the world serpent, yeah.
Lit.
You going to smite on this other attack, or?
15 points of damage from the second.
Nice.
Okay. I rolled an 18. I was so close to a 19.
Yeah. Alright. So, Janata, you're up.
How close is everyone like bundled together?
You are 15 feet away from everybody. Wait,
I should be right next to him now.
you're 40 feet away from
Well,
everybody
this
who
is,
isn't Blandis.
The cultists and the big guy. How close are they together?
Well, one of them just gave him his forearm, so he is literally pressed up against it.
Okay.
And the other one is just also within 5 feet of it.
Oh, better. Can I cast Shatter and aim it so it doesn't hit anyone?
Yeah, you totally can. So that's that thing. That thing's got... Okay. That's a con save, right?
Yes. And are any of them made of inorganic material?
I'm trying to consider if coral counts as inorganic.
Yeah, that's...
If dead coral counts as inorganic. I'll give it to you. So that's disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay. That's good because he passed. Yeah, nope. The disadvantage made him... You're wonderful. What's your save?
16.
Okay, so roll damage.
Yeah, so I was like 3d8. Am I... 1... 3d8. 11, 12... 12 points of damage.
Okay. That's... Alright. So as Janata just spits out a bit of blood, you can see him preparing magic, and it just lets out this horrendous concentrated sound wave just on the group of enemies. All of the coral inside of that thing begins to vibrate aggressively and then shatter, and the shards of it just tear through the body, and it falls to the ground, lifeless.
How far do the shards fly?
They shot out of the body and into the nearby sand. They all shot downwards, conveniently, away from other people.
Okay, because I was right there.
I know.
So Corey and I were right in the fray.
I know. Joe did not turn that man into a fragmentation grenade. Don't worry.
Thank God, because I just punched the dude who was attached to him.
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna get up, but I'm just gonna like move as far as I can backward.
All right, sorry. I thought you had stood up. Okay. What? So what's your plan?
I'm gonna like
Army crawl.
just kind of stay down and just like try to crawl
Okay.
away as far as I can.
All right, so that's considered difficult terrain because you're prone, so you can crawl 15 feet away.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't expect to go 30. I didn't really want to go 30.
Just blood everywhere.
I'm just dragging blood across.
It's like
the
in
sand.
Dead by Daylight when you down somebody and you see the blood trail.
Yeah, exactly.
Except the person that you downed just exploded you with magic.
Strange to watch.
Alright. So, Blandis, you're up. There are 2 cultists. One has no forearms, and the other one has been severely injured.
How far away am I?
You are 45 feet from them.
Okay, I'm gonna move in front of one of them,
Got it.
and I'm gonna hit him with my axe.
Alright, make an attack.
Did Sarah make Kratos?
Not necessarily.
To wait for this,
That's the question. Wait. Are you attacking the one with no forearms, or the one with forearms?
bit with forearms.
Okay.
That one.
I love having to make that
Then
distinction.
I got 18.
Alright, 18 hits. Roll damage. Should be a d12 plus 4 plus... Is it a plus 2 great axe or a plus 1 great axe?
Plus 2, I think.
Okay, so it'll be a d12 plus 6.
Oh wait, is she raging?
No.
No. Should I be raging?
Not now, but earlier probably would have been a good idea.
Probably would've been a good idea.
Well, you weren't making melee attacks, so it actually wouldn't have made a difference.
Sorry, what am I actually on? I got distracted for this.
D12 plus 6.
So that's 13.
Okay. So you just place your great axe in him with ease, and it just separates his left arm. He's still hanging in there, but all right. You gonna make another attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
15.
15 hits. Roll damage.
11.
Okay. So you just get this man's arm, pull out, and then just sink it into his hip. Ed, you're up.
Okay.
So he's not dead.
Not quite. Barely
So
hanging
there's
in
only
there.
one.
There are two guys left. One has no forearms,
Two.
and the other one has no left arm.
The one Corey's near is the one with
No forearms.
no forearms.
Yeah.
Is he like? Would I be flanking him or?
I don't run with flanking.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just run with regular attack and I'll hit the forearm guy.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a garbage roll.
Oh no.
I got a 9.
9 does not hit.
I will roll again.
I hope so.
I roll a fucking 10.
10
I
also
just
does not
miss 2 swings and just sort of contemplate what just happened
hit. Yeah.
and end my turn.
All right. So it's their turn. Yeah, they're just going to attempt to flee.
Oh shit.
So
Wait,
that's
I don't think so, yeah.
that's Bon and Ed on no forearms, and Blandis and Nails on no arm for attack rolls, I think.
Which
That was mainly for me. Just roll at your attacks of opportunity if you want to.
19.
Okay, that hits.
Nat 20.
Oh nice.
18.
We're killing this guy.
What's the damage, Nails, with your first strike? Well, with
16.
you. Yeah, so this guy tries to run, and Nails just does the classic Skyrim, but behind, where he crouches down, gets him to the spine, and lifts him into the air. And Bon, I'll let you roll crit.
So,
2d8 plus your
do-
dex.
yeah, no. Okay, so that's max.
Oh, what's the
Which is
damage?
19.
Oh, you're kidding. So you punch this man in the back, and some of his ribs shoot out of his front, but he still manages to hobble on. And I'll let you make the strike.
Shit. Yeah, okay.
What?
He's at 1. I'm so sorry.
I rolled 18.
18 hits. He's at 1 hit point. How do you want to do this?
Fucking kill steal. I'll just slice him with the sun sword. Just
Got it.
straight diagonally through shoulder to opposite hip.
Got it. So Bond just lands this devastating punch to the back, and it staggers him a bit. You just step forward, and without even looking, make a diagonal strike down through his torso, and it separates the half and cauterizes the wound between the two as he slides into the sand.
It staggers him a bit.
My bad.
I am so upset.
I'm upset for you. That
Is the other
Max
one
damage.
dead?
everyone is dead. There is no one alive. There are no surviving members of this congregation. You have found them all. Congratulations.
Destroyed, right?
Say again?
The giant abomination.
It's all of the coral is just in shards around, and the man's body looks like a hole-ridden sack as it's deflated, as a lot of the blood and organs seeped out of him during the process.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I look at everyone. I go, there was no reasoning with them, right? Like they were crazy. They were gone. or could we have just talked this out?
you know,
Oh, whoops.
I don't really care at this point. I'm gonna go grab some of the coral.
You're just gonna
No,
grab
just
some of the
like-
pieces?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of the pieces.
Okay, so as you
Snow crawler.
No, I get up. I'm
madman.
just like hobbling over.
All right. So you, if only you had a tail for balance.
But yeah,
So yeah, you walk over, you find some of the pieces. They're just destroyed pieces of coral. Doesn't look like there's anything special about them.
I'm still taking some.
Okay.
Bring them to the museum.
Is there
Actually, where'd that go?
corpses or right?
Yeah, they've all left their bodies.
So take the giant guy to the museum, dude. See what he thinks of it.
Any identifying marks on their corpses, like tattoos, scars?
Well, they've all got the same kind of wounds that you saw in the guys before who were bowing to the structure. They had these kind of boils that it was kind of like a dome of flesh, and then it dented in and went into the body and was just a strange hole coated in their blood. So they had a bunch of those. Are you? So you're? I'm assuming rummaging through, trying to reveal some other robes to look for things.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're looking for markings on one of them, you find this strange tablet with a. It looks to be some sort of written language, but it's not one that you've seen before.
Oh, cool. Kindle.
The Rosetta Stone.
Sounds like the Rosetta Stone.
A Kindle. Oh, I was not expecting that. Well done. Well done. Inspiration.
Oh shit.
All right. So
You said it was written in a language?
it is written in a language that you have not seen before.
Stone?
It's I think I had what specifically it was written on. It's
More coral.
it is a stone, and you being a denizen of the water, your family has kind of talked about this stone before. It's known as a Apheliite. It's the stone found that lines the walls of the deep ocean, like trenches and stuff.
Oh, Ben.
Why don't we show it to the museum dude?
All right,
Yeah.
Bon, what was your
I guess
question?
he would be the guy.
I feel like he knows.
Yeah. Ben, is there anyone I would know in the town that would perhaps know this language other than the museum guy?
No.
Or like, sorry, the husband of the whatever.
I mean, there's Jane of the Milky-Eyed Phoenix. She's a woman who has a strange affinity for reading things that nobody seems to understand.
All right. Am I on good terms with her?
You've had conversations with her a few times. She's kind of a person who is involved with a lot of things that she doesn't really care for.
True. What was her name again?
Jane of the Milky-Eyed Phoenix.
Okay. So I'll say like, yeah, I know this girl named Jane. Me and her go way back. I won't explain long story, but she might have some knowledge on this. She might want to take a look at it. She's known for meddling in other people's business and shit, so
Sounds like my kind
she's
of
into
girl.
it. Hell yeah, dude. She's wild. I mean,
Does she drink?
Very much so, if you're about to ask me.
Yes.
okay, so do we all agree to go see Jane?
What about the giant colossal corpse we were gonna bring to the?
Let's bring it to her too.
So, the corpse isn't actually that big. It was about the size of a normal man. He was like 5'9". He was just inflated by the coral, and he's kind of sunken down into a man's skin sack. So it's not that big of a corpse.
Okay.
Hmm.
And it's like moving a water balloon filled with ground beef.
Shoot. Does anyone have a bag they could put him in?
That's so specific.
You're welcome.
We are the bad.
It worked so well.
I'm laughing I put him in a bag.
Don't look at me. I ain't touching
Just
that.
fold him up like a rug.
Just collector victory. Just pick him up, put him in the bag.
Can we make armor from his fucking skin? Is this Monster
Oh.
Hunter?
Jesus.
Well, that's human skin.
Skin cape.
Hey, if any of you are making a skin cape, you need to collect 12 faces before you can. Those are the material components for a skin cape.
Ooh, Magma Bear cherry.
So we have a couple already.
No. Janata just reaches into a pouch, just starts pulling out faces. Jesus.
Do we have a bag or not, though?
Does any
Got
well?
rope.
I mean,
Drag it across town. How far is she?
she lives near the outskirts of town, almost into the thicket woods. Excuse me.
I have a backpack we could probably put in there.
Bless you. All right.
You should got limbs dead if you cut him up.
Throw him over your shoulder, big boy. And just let's go.
Yeah, you could. Sorry, you could easily carry this man with no downside.
Oh,
Anyone asks, he's a drunkard. He just drank too much. And I cast prestidigitation if there's any like blood or anything on it.
Oh, okay. So you
Clean it
clean it. There's still a bunch of weird holes, but yeah.
I guess I'll pick it up.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So like a sleeping bag filled with eyeballs, you just throw it over your shoulder, and you guys start walking to Jane's.
This is not how I expected this to go.
Every once in a
I'll
while,
walk up to the door and just knock.
on the way there, every once in a while, just some pieces of entrails and just other inside bits would fall out of holes and trickle down your back.
As I noticed it happening, I'll keep casting prestidigitation.
Nothing to see here.
My friend.
Nothing to see.
All right, so you arrive at Jane's house. It's more sturdy than the rest of it. Built further inland, it's less on stilts, more in an actual just wood in the ground, and it looks kind of like a stereotypical witch's hut. It's got the just wooden boards lining a circle hut with a thatched conish roof.
This reminds me of my time on the island.
So you gonna knock?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll knock and go, "Oh, Jane, your friend is
Oh, what is it?
Don't take a step back.
So, the door kind of slowly
Put
creaks
down
open.
the sack man.
Okay. The door kind of slowly creaks open, and this woman is just hobbling forward with a cave. She's very old, half elven. She looks like a late 60s human, but with the more defined ears, and it's messy gray hair, but it looks good. What do you need?
Oh my God, Jane! Hey, what's good? Like, you look amazing.
Ed, it's good to see you again. Okay, why are you here?
Hey, before I get into that, I just want to say your hair looks amazingly good, but also
Always
like,
does.
you don't care about it.
Gotta
like,
thank
you know
my
what I mean?
dad for it. I'm gonna die before him, but let's not talk about that.
Oh, okay. We won't. Anyways, we just killed some cultists. Pretty crazy story. Won't get into it. They
Not
have
flex,
this
but
weird,
okay.
I want to say Rosetta Stone-esque kind of thing. I don't really know what that means, but one of the other guys said it.
I can't say I know what it means either. Give it to me.
Okay.
I'll give it the old feel.
Here, go ahead, Nails.
Good sound effects.
Did someone pass it to him?
Yeah.
I hand it over.
Okay,
Alright.
so, for all of you that aren't too familiar with me, this might get a little weird. She holds it, and her body starts to convulse a bit. Strange pseudopods kind of appear out of her jaw and are moving with her hand as she goes over the tablet. This happens for about a minute before the strange pseudopods retract into her skull. Well, it's a message in a language I could not tell you the name of. It keeps talking about a chosen one with the imprint and the waving bone mass of the dead life bringers. It's very convoluted. So they're supposed to head once the chosen one has received. Oh, I'm just looking for the word here. I can't find it. Oh, don't tell me I didn't write that down. Oh, that's disappointing. With the it's a strange word, Kophalon. When they have the C-O. I'm actually just gonna Google it so I make sure I have it correct. That's my bad.
Okay.
Man, her voice got weird there.
I apologize.
It's like dropped a couple of octaves.
She's like, I'm just gonna Google it. Her eyes roll back. She's like sifting through her brain.
You can see like a monitor just pop up.
Yeah, she pulls out her Echo device and this screen in front of her. Oh, this is my bad. I could have sworn I wrote that word down. Colophon. There it is. C-O-L-O-P-H-O-N. Colophon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so bring the one with the chosen one once branded with the Colophon to Kithrin Lake.
What's the colophon, James?
I have no idea. It never elaborates on what it is. I think this is some sort of message sent to people that would understand it. Given the fact that it's from a... Oh, that can't be right. No.
What?
Thickwid? Thickwid.
Thickwid?
Thickwid. That's the name here. I don't like that. I really don't. It's the name of the man who wrote or the thing that wrote this message. Well, I've got a bit of a busy day ahead of me, so if you'll excuse me, she just kind of hands the tablet back casually, just walks into her room. The door just creaks closed behind her.
Lovely seeing you, Jane.
Yeah.
God, she's so fucking sick.
Looks like a prune. That's a
No,
You
what
guys
did
don't know
you
what
just
Ed's
say?
into.
Those words came out of your mouth.
Anyways, guys, she's looking great.
times. But okay, let's go to the fucking museum guy. Get him away before he blows himself. Thinking of a gun job. Let's go.
Who's blowing himself? Oh, is Ed gonna blow himself? Ed can't blow himself.
He has too many
weird
ribs.
third person talk.
Yeah, I have too many ribs. I don't think Eddie.
All right, so you guys are gonna head to the museum now?
So I pick up the sack thing again.
Yeah.
Pick up this.
Yeah. So you guys,
Sloshing sound.
huh?
No, I was just saying the sloshing
bad doing the prestidigitation.
Oh, you've ignored it this time?
I'm ignoring it.
Alright, so you walk to the center of town, back to where the column was. You see this strange, cylindrical hole going downwards in the courtyard. And I'm assuming head inside to the museum. So, you walk through the doors in the museum, and you're confronted by this hanging, two-headed shark skeleton. And directly underneath that is a sea elven woman sitting at a desk, just kind of going over some books.
Has Nails seen any of those two-headed sharks before?
No, and the skeleton makes it it's basically a normal shark, but with another head growing out of, like, right where the gills would be on the right side. It does not look designed to have two heads.
I walk up to the lady, like, shuffling papers, just kind of knock on her desk
Whoa.
in front of her. We're here to see the guy who...
Yeah, he's expecting you, through the door on your right. And she just kind of gestures to a door. She just gestures to a door that's close to the one you came in through.
Yeah, I start walking to the door.
Alright. As you get to the door, you open it, and it's a staircase that curls up and goes above you.
Where's the top?
So, Bond just kind of pushes you guys aside and runs up to the top. As you get to the top, you can see the man sitting at his office, just with a bunch of books sprawled around, and he's got a chisel in hand, and he's chiseling something into a monolith.
We got something that you're gonna want to see.
Oh, lovely. Bring it in. What?
But
I
behind us,
dropped the sack in front of me.
That's delightfully disgusting.
You didn't have to carry it.
Meredith! The woman who was at the desk comes up, and she just looks down at the thing you've put in the ground, just really upset, really questioning her life choices, and just picks it up, and is kind of struggling to take it down the stairs with her. Oh, that's, thank you, that's lovely.
Like a handkerchief or something I can wipe my back with.
Yeah, you got a neckerchief or something like that, or a handkerchief.
Nice. I'm just wiping it off.
Got it. Oh, okay.
I think it's absolutely hilarious that a Goliath is like concerned with like how clean they are. I think that's so funny.
It's pretty great. Goliath Barbarian, you might add.
Yeah.
handle the tab.
Fucking disgusting, man. You were
That's
great.
amazing.
Well, are you going to explain that, or should I go first?
I would like you to go first.
Okay, so I was right. I had seen that thing before. That head is the nature of an aboleth. He reaches for a book on the table, pulls it up, and just kind of like teacher style showing it to you, and it points to a picture, and it's this horrifying just mass of tentacles that seep into this strange, very spherical head on top, with kind of a it's an underbite, with an underbite of teeth that stick up, and lining the spherical top side of the head is 3 pure black eyes vertically. It's exactly what you saw before, Janota.
So that's what they call them. Aboleth.
Yes, they are very ancient, very evil, very manipulative creatures that are found very deep in water and in some underground passages. So that's fucked. Aboleth Dragon Horse is not something I want anywhere near me, and I'm glad that tower is gone. But given the fact that you said you ended up somewhere else in the sea, I could understand that thing not being near here, but anywhere on the ocean floor, hopefully not nearby.
I feel that.
So now it is your what was that?
I pull out the coral and just kind of drop it. I'm assuming there's a desk that's between us.
No, he walked around the desk and greeted you at the door.
Then I just walked to his desk, just kind of dropped the coral on it. This is what was on the corpse that we just drug in here.
Okay.
This covered the guy, made him stronger, with a bunch of other cultists who summoned him.
Oh, I could have sworn I heard chanting. I thought that was just Gary getting in his morning hymns. I knew they sounded a bit off. All right.
Tablet on one of them.
Oh, strange. Well, it seems they hadn't yet. Did you? What's the tablet? What's the deal with the tablet?
Has a message.
Okay.
For whoever I'm assuming we killed.
All right. Do any of you have the tablet out right now?
I think Nails would have it out in hand.
Yeah, Nails.
That's a strange looking. How did you discern that? That looks like Oh, you're lucky. I was looking at a book about aberrations. That looks to be some sort of strange perversion of Qualith.
Took it to someone else before bringing it here.
Huh.
Nova, Jane.
Oh yes, Jane and I go way back.
Yeah, bro, keep it in your pants. Jeez.
My relationship with her is strictly for business. Every once in a while, we stumble upon some strange documents, and I take them to her, and she can translate them. She's a great universal translator, even if she doesn't know she's weird. Oh,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Everyone's weird in Oddwood.
Interesting place to end up.
Am I weird?
Yes.
Is that a DM question or a Martin question?
Oh no, that's just Eddie asking him because he said everyone's weird.
I mean,
And it's me immediately saying yes.
I'll take his word for it. So, okay, I think I somewhat
What's
remember.
at the Kithrin Lake?
Oh, Kithrin's a lovely town. It's just a collection of log cabins built around a lake. It's a very simple, laid-back place. Nothing really. I don't think the lake has anything. I think the lake had some sort of. Just. Wait a minute. He just kind of loses focus on you guys. Just kind of stumbles back and reaches into a bookcase, and his arm goes a little further than than you expect it to allow, and it just kind of reaches, and it almost creates a cavity for his arm. Reaches in, pulls out a book, just starts flipping through it, checks the table of contents, flips really quickly to a page. Kithrin Lake has some sort of guardian. That's about all I've got. It's
Who's the guardian?
It's generic, like, oh, Lady of the Lake kind of guardian. Nothing really important about her.
Just tell us more about her. We don't know if this might be important or not.
During times of... I'll read you the exact quote. During times of struggle, the lady will often emerge from the lake and defend the townspeople. She is renowned to have a body made of just beautiful, pure water, and will often drive off any ne'er-do-well with even a sight. Dare I go on?
Reminds
Is
me
that
of
enough?
Last Airbender or something.
What's that?
Lady of the Mist.
It's a picture show.
Wrong
I'm
era?
not really into that kind of stuff.
How far away is this lake?
Kithrin's about a day's walk away.
Y'all want to rest first? At least Janana? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What time is it?
It is.
That's a good question, Dave.
It's about 12:30.
Noon?
Afternoon, yeah.
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 Ed leans one arm against the wall and looks at the. What's this guy's name?
His name is Martin.
Martin. Okay. Just gonna write that down real quick.
Yeah.
I lean my hand against the wall and I look him dead in the eye and I go, Martin, what do you know about Colophon? Whatever the hell that name was that lady said. I mean, Jane said.
You
Thickwood? Isn't that the name?
Yeah, but was that was the Colophon thing not important?
It might be. I
I
well,
know Thickwood was another town, but
Well, I know what a colophon is.
true. Fuck. I fully zoned out and I thought that was the important thing that we needed to know.
Thickwood.
Thickwood was the name.
that's
Okay.
a strange
So then
name.
Martin just looks at me like a complete idiot.
No, I mean, so you say that, and he's like, you mean the symbol that people put on their books?
He means Thickwood. He was too busy gazing at
Okay,
a
you see that one?
Thickwood's
What
name.
what he said was a word. That was not a word. What, Thickwood?
It's a name, apparently.
Okay, not one that I've heard of before.
Got it.
Any context of what this Thickwood is?
It's apparently who wrote it on the tablet.
Oh, great. So he speaks a perversion of oh, all right. Noted. Let me. That actually might be. He picks up the chisel, and really quickly is just chiseling something into the monolith.
Hey Ben,
Yes.
can I divine sense the room?
Go for it. Read me what Divine Sense detects.
As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you. You know the type, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or deconsecrated.
So. That's your answer. The building has been consecrated. The building that you're in. You don't detect any undead, celestial, or fiends. But the building has been blessed.
There's no fiends?
No. Just because you have influence doesn't mean you are one.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's true. How are we able to get in here if the whole building's blessed?
Because you had no ill intent, and it's a public area. Some churches are
wait, my bad,
consecrated.
my bad, yeah. It was unlocked. That's how we got in.
Yeah.
Door. It wasn't a portal. It wasn't a portal, guys.
We're good.
Can we get
Can
a?
I, like,
Can we get a?
read
Is it a portal count? Sorry, what was that, Joe?
Without getting too close, can I read anything that's on that monolith?
Yeah, it's in common. It's a detailed recollection of the day's events. And what he just put on there is message discovered written by thing called Thickwood. Further investigation needed. Well, I have some research to do. I will attempt to contact you if I find anything on this Thickwid gentleman. Have a good day. I have work to do. He just picks
Thanks,
up
Martin.
the chisel and keeps working on his monolith.
Say hi to your wife for me.
Will do.
Alright. Now we will exit the building the same way we got in, through a door. This is
What
a public
door?
place.
Through the window.
The spawn just jumped through the window.
Well, so I'm assuming you all just walk out of the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah, so you're standing in the courtyard.
Tavern and some rest would be nice before
Got
we
it.
head off. For sure.
So
Yeah, I guess.
you just go into it's not even a named building. It just kind of has a sign with a tankard on it.
That's not sketchy at all.
I mean, it's just a tavern. You walk in, you can see a barkeep just tending the bar. It's almost empty because it's 1 p.m.
Good time.
As all of you walk in, just kind of armed, just kind of armed and just looking like a bit of a rowdy sort, you can see the bartender is a little bit shaken and kind of reaches down below the bar while still just wiping down the bar itself.
Do I know this guy by name or?
You have not been into this tavern before. This is
Yeah,
just
I'm not a heavy drinker.
yeah, this is just a close one.
Sure. I
I'm
sit up on the
sorry,
stool.
You
I
got
sit up
any
on the
food
stool and I
here,
just order.
Marky?
Yeah. Actually, I'll let Sarah talk.
I want to use a disguise self to just change myself to a human as they walk up to the bar and then follow.
So you're gonna do that in front of him?
No, like I'm gonna let everyone walk up to the bar.
Oh,
Like, I'm
okay.
at the door.
Okay. Well played. Got it. What are you're looking for food?
Yeah.
Okay. He just. What are you looking for? Just some. We've got a good fish dish. Like, all right. I'll get some food. He just slowly walks away from the bar and into a back room.
Preferably some seafood.
Excuse me.
Just hear the bar baby going up.
After a few moments, he comes out and he's like, just give us about 5 to 10 minutes. About 5 to 10 minutes pass. I don't know if you guys are gonna talk in the meantime.
What? So what do you guys think of all this shit happening? When should we start headed towards Kindred Lake?
I'd say we rest for a bit, eat, and then head out.
Is there you allowed to bring your own drinks into this place?
I'd rather
I
you
mean, he's
didn't.
not here right now, so
No, he was. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
you can probably do your stuff while he's not here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So after a few minutes, he comes out. It'll be ready soon. Don't worry about it. So as some time passes, like 2 or 3 minutes, you can just hear kind of a clamor coming from the back room, and you can smell. You can hear the sound of sizzling meat.
Meat.
And then you see the door.
Conversation.
You see the door from the back room. Like, this is 7 minutes later. You see the door from the back room get kicked open, but you cannot see anything there. As a few of you kind of bewildered, just kind of peek over the bar, just looking down. You can see a goblin with like 5 trays of sizzled fish with a massive gut, just kind of stumbling out of the door. He, with a lot of just desperation, jumps on to the bar and is walking and is just putting like plates of seared fish in front of all of you. Hope you enjoy. And then he just falls off of the bar and runs back to the kitchen.
This looks great.
This is like a weird, interesting place.
Man, I love Oddwood.
Maybe it's called Oddwood for a reason. I'm gonna eat this fish though.
Ed slowly pushes the plate away and just says, like, I didn't really ask for anything. And I'm gonna be like, I'll
eat
get
his
up and
portion.
just go. Yeah, sure.
I'll take some
I'll
back.
I'll just get up and go, like, you know, this isn't really my scene. This isn't really my scene. I'm just gonna go home and have a cup of tea. And I'll rest there and I'll regroup with you guys later on if I ever see you again. And I'll probably exit the call. I gotta go do some stuff.
And then
Nah, he's gone.
Yep.
Let's get to the
I was about to say, and then there were 6, and I was including myself and Spooky Noise Machine.
Noise machine is so character.
Spooky Noise.
Oh, it's like Siren Head.
It's so. Did I forget to mention that there's just this strange pair of robotic legs, just with a strange black circle floating above it, just making eerie noises. Did I forget to mention that?
Well, I'm
Alright.
tone deaf.
All right, so it's like 1. It's 1 p.m. Are you guys gonna like sleep the night, just party your way till bed, or what's going on?
I kind of want to see the hole that the black goo made in the middle of town. See
Okay.
what happens with that. Kind of want to see how deep it goes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get this out of the way now. It was 2.
Could that have been considered a short rest?
Yeah.
He didn't drink.
So
He's not listening.
I am. I was just gonna mention that the fish were 2 silver apiece. So
Okay, before we
Nails,
go.
are we splitting the second one then?
I'll pay for everyone's meal.
there you go. That's
Wow.
5 servings for 1 gold.
Nice guy over here.
One gold.
Yeah.
I love this guy. I throw him a bottle of my hooch.
Sir, I don't. It's fine.
I'm gonna go washroom real quick.
Can't say no. Now, once Nails starts drinking, it's kind of hard to put it down.
Oh no. Oh no. Are you just gonna drink that bottle then in the meantime?
Probably.
Oh no. Wonderful. I don't know, you grizzled. What? Corey, what did you throw him? Just so I could. Like, is it like just a bottle of like hard liquor?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. No.
I just call it hooch, cause it's just homemade alcohol.
Right. I forgot it's your own brew. I forgot about that. That's great. All right. Yeah. So you guys just eat, recuperate. You guys want to do a short rest? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, how many hit dice do I have?
You have 7. Because we are level 7. And you recover half of those on a long rest.
Because I am at 50%.
50%.
I used a lot.
Back from the washroom.
All right. Well, we're taking a short rest now.
Okay.
So. Is Blandis even taking a hit?
No,
Okay.
not a single hit. I thought I blocked Janata, but then the lightning, like the purple lightning stuff, already locked on him.
Yeah.
I didn't get hit at all.
Witch bolt's
Oh,
immune
yeah.
spell.
It's funny because at first I was in front of everyone, and then everyone sort of charged ahead, and I was like, oh, okay. Guess they don't need protection or something.
Well, no one died.
Fully.
Fully.
No one's dead.
No one's dead, you know?
The plan of my Crown of Madness would have been really nice if it worked.
Oh, it would have, because that would have taken one guy out of the chant and then had him fuck with another guy, which would have been really well done.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
I may be a badass, but I am almost out of spells.
All right.
Because of that short rest, I'm pretty nice.
All right. So, you guys have finished your short rest. I remember Blandis wanted to go check out the hole in the center of town.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I want
Alright.
to see that.
So, yeah, you go. There's this. Is everybody going, or?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all go to the. You guys all go to this cylindrical hole. It goes down. For a
It
great.
don't go down.
It go down. It do go down. It goes down quite a bit. You can't actually see the bottom from where you are. It's about 5 foot in diameter.
We
Not
rock
octagonal
bottom
in
down.
shape.
Can I shoot an Eldritch Blast down and just see how far the light goes?
Yeah, it keeps going.
Like the full 300?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
that's a deep hole, guys.
Hey Joe, roll damage.
Alright,
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
6.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Wrong. That's wrong, guys. I still rolled a 6.
Convenient.
Roll to kill the darkness.
Yeah.
Light shoots out of the hole.
Another pillar. We all die.
You hear kind of this strange rippling noise. In the bottom, about a minute after you shot the blast.
Huh.
Like that.
And it kind of echoes out from it. It's not very loud, it just traveled.
Does that sound like water rippling?
Yeah. Sounded like rock
What's that
hitting.
water shit again?
It sounded like rock. It sounded like rock. It sounded like a rock hitting a lake and it kind of going in, and then some fizzling.
Fizzling.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't want to fuck with whoever's down there right now.
We should
Fair.
probably patch it over.
That seems like a job for the town. Not something that
Landis, lay down.
I say we head out then.
All right. Are you guys gonna go by foot?
Can we
That's all I can afford.
yeah, I don't have any
All right.
getting no horrors. There's
So-
no involve me having to steal it.
The
Chad has money, but not for horses. I can go by foot. I travel by foot everywhere.
Can't imagine a horse can hold your weight.
draft
That's
horse
also
good.
true.
No, draft
I
horse
hold
good.
the horse.
Pretty well.
Just call me fat.
So, you guys are heading out of town. There's not many roads going into Oddwood. In fact, there aren't any at all. It's just kind of walk through some clearings in the forest that lead there.
Okay.
Man, this place's infrastructure sucks.
Yes. Yes, it does. My world does not have that much infrastructure. There are very few roads that connect settlements. A lot of the settlements are fairly isolated.
What we need is an empire.
Oh, God.
No thanks. Start a holy crusade.
So, You guys walked for about maybe an hour, maybe about 2.5 hours, and you're still in the forest that surrounds Oddwood. A lot of the fog is let up. It's a lot lighter when you start moving away from the town itself. And you can... Bon, you notice a figure in a nearby tree. It's humanoid with antlers looking down at you from above.
Why only
Hello?
It does not respond.
Guys, did you see that?
After Bond points in a general direction, you can see this figure kind of perched on a branch of a tree with large antlers just staring at you guys.
I don't know. I didn't notice that before.
Do you want something? You hungry?
It kind of cocks its head.
It's kind of cute.
How big is it? Is it like humanoid,
It's
medium size, or small?
technically small. It's
Small compared to
hard to give it it's hard to give a good size because it is crouching.
How far away
He's
is
gonna
it?
be a lanky.
It's like 4 or 5 trees into the forest, standing up on one of the higher branches.
Okay.
Y'all want to try giving it some food?
I'm gonna try speaking in Draconic and just like, what are you?
Fair.
See if
Does anyone
it-
here speak Sylvan?
No.
Sorry?
Sylvan.
Nobody speaks.
Anyone speak Sylvan? Okay. So you hear kind of these short, sweeter sounding words just kind of echo out. And like with a lot of echo. They're dragging behind. This thing has a very ethereal tone to its voice.
You think it's like a guardian of this forest or something?
Could be.
Well, that sounds sweet, but I
It-
beg to hear you.
It sounds almost panicked.
Oh. Did we scare it?
You
I'm
have
gonna
no
take-
idea.
A couple of steps forward.
It
Where's it?
it like tenses up almost as if it's about to dash.
Whoa. It's cool, bro. I move forward with Joe, but like my hands are like up, showing I have no threat.
Okay, it doesn't really react to you moving.
Oh, come on. Stupid.
I take a I take a step back.
Okay, it's still ready. Like it's ready to move if it need to be, but it's a lot less. Yeah.
Gotta be honest, I don't really have a game plan for this thing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna in Draconic again. It responded. We don't understand what you're saying or what you are, but we can sense you are panicked. What
What is that?
what is panicking you?
It looks bewildered, almost taken aback by the words, and almost looks like it's trying to understand.
Do you speak Abyssal? I say in Abyssal.
Oh no.
It kind of perks up at Abyssal and jumps from one of the branches forward into one of the closer trees.
Can we see it clearer now?
I'm going to pull Corey into the private talks channel so that we can speak at Abyssal.
Okay.
Oh, that's everyone. I don't want to move everyone. That would be a bad idea. I almost moved everyone. I want you to know that.
I was expecting you to move me sooner, so I was like, you can't take me, and I started screaming.
All right. What did you say at Abyssal again? Just give me a recap.
I said, can you speak Abyssal?
I can indeed speak Abyssal. It is good to see. Good day. We don't hear that too much around here, but It's nice to have ingrained into you from birth.
It wasn't really a choice, but yeah, I mean, hey, I know how to speak.
Oh, yes. Very few people choose to actively have a Abyssal dialect in their retinue.
What are you?
I am similar to your scaled friend there.
Oh, the Tailless.
Yes, the one without the booty wagger. We have something in common, but I've had more time with mine, and I do not want him in my territory.
Well, we just want to move through.
Okay.
Trying to get to. Was it Kieran?
Yeah, Kithrin.
Kithrin.
Well,
We're just trying to get to Kithrin.
safe travels then. And it
So you're gonna let him through though?
There you go.
and it darts off, just branch to branch into the forest.
Also, that was really funny. Just the screaming kind of.
That's pretty good. I almost brought everyone into that channel, and I was like, oh, that would have been counterproductive.
What did you say to it?
Alright, guys, let's go.
Go where?
What happened?
We're going to Kithrin. Come on, guys.
What was that? What was that thing?
I don't know what.
You started speaking to it, and it ran
We
off.
were talking to it, we saw.
No, apparently, no, I didn't understand a word I said.
It did. You guys saw them with the like same kind of language speak to each other.
It kind of looked like you did talk though, there, buddy.
No, it was broken. It was broken abyssal. I don't think it understood how to actually speak it.
But what did you
Want
hear
some-
from it?
I was like, well, I mean, it made a lot of it made a lot of grammatical errors that like a child would make learning a language. The meaning is lost on me.
I want to pull out the bottle that I stole from Dynasty while he was knocked out. I can't hear Ben.
Yeah, is Ben talking?
I don't.
I'm not talking.
Oh, your mic made the sound. I like the.
I was
I
eating a
wanna pull-
pickle.
I want to pull out the bottle of booze that I stole from you, and I'm gonna show it to you. It's like I
Alright.
found this bottle. This looks like something you'd enjoy. Want to tell us what the thing said?
You're trying to bribe me to get information that doesn't exist?
Yes. Because I'm pretty sure it's information that does exist. What did it say?
Safe
There's gotta be
travels.
some of it you understood.
The one thing I understood was safe travels, and then it darted.
It means it was probably leaving.
Why would it be leaving?
Because it left.
It did leave.
Okay, but did it go further into the forest, or did it go to another area?
It just
go.
went away from you guys.
Okay.
It just went the exact opposite direction of you, just further into the forest, just hopping along tree branches. And
Okay.
as you actually see it hop, it's very nimble in frame, and its torso kind of shrunk down while it was there. It looks almost 8 or 9 feet tall as it's jumping from branch to branch.
So he's taller than me.
Like a cat.
Kind of, but with antlers.
Alright, I put the bottle back and I just think, alright, whatever, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Let's keep moving.
Should find a good place to camp for the night.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
want to
say
be on the
you.
lookout the entire time where we're walking.
What was that?
I want to be on just like, I want to keep an eye out for anything
Okay.
the entire time we're walking.
I'll keep that in mind. So you guys have walked for about from Oddwood about 8 hours, and night hits.
Should we make
I
camp?
I would have wanted to find like a
Place to camp.
or like a cavern or something.
A cavern.
I don't know.
Just somewhere to camp before night hits.
So you guys have been in clearings this whole time.
Oh, we're in a forest.
You are, but you're in clearings in the forest.
Oh.
Like it's a weird chain that led to Oddwood. Weird chain of clearings. Every once in a while it would grow narrower and wider, but it's just been open grassland that you've been walking on. Yes.
What does it mean to cast something as a ritual?
Casting something is a ritual. You add 10 minutes to the casting time, and it does not consume a spell slot.
Okay.
What are the ritual components?
It is night. Is the sun below the horizon?
Yes, night has fallen upon you.
Great sword comes out.
Yeah, it's gonna take Ed
Fight
forever
up.
to catch up with us, man.
And with how he is, he just
He's gonna get
watch-
lost. I swear to God, if he brings that chick with him. But that's why he stayed.
It's been doing
When great sword comes out.
I
and
mean, what do you guys want
lights
to do?
up.
Make camp.
Is the sun below the horizon? Ben?
It is. It is.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast Find Familiar
Okay.
as a ritual.
Got it.
Which one's the demon? Is that a closet?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a closet.
Okay. So. Sorry, just chewing.
I was gonna say, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't words.
Yeah. So, as you guys were all kind of figuring out how to set up camp, you see Bond spend some time. Oh my god, I just saw the profile picture.
Oh.
Well played. And this kind of spherical torsoed with kind of spindly limbs, small creature, probably about 3 feet high in total with long black horns, just kind of appears and crawls up his back and perches it on his shoulder.
What is that?
Yo, guys, what's up?
Divine sense.
Yeah, that's a fiend.
What
Hands on
Is-
the great sword.
that?
Oh, this is Toby.
Uh-huh. What a...
Where did you get Toby?
My mother.
What? You want to clarify what that means?
Nope.
You can't just summon.
I just did.
I look at Janata, and I make... I move my finger next to my head to signify this man's loony.
You think I can't read sign language?
Absolutely not.
Sorry, what was that, Toby?
And is that thing fully under your control?
Oh yeah, I'm fully under his control. I mean, I'll do what I want sometimes, but you know.
It talks.
Yeah, it talks, and its name is Toby, you piece of shit.
Of course it talks.
Hey,
Yeah,
he has a name.
yeah, and don't you forget it.
Of course it talks.
Okay, just because he's a quasit.
Just keep him away from my stuff.
You're keeping stuff away from me if you know what's good for it.
We still setting up camp.
Yeah.
Or is that like already done?
Mm-hmm.
I think we can start setting up camp now. After that craziness.
I'm clapping at Bon and Toby. Well played.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dave's coming back or not. Apparently, he's not going on the bike ride anymore.
Oh. All right.
Dad,
Oh,
my dad's doing that thing where he's like, "You've been playing video games all day." And he's like, "No, I've been playing D&D." He's like, "What do you mean, Dad?" And he's like, "So you're going back to playing D&D?" It's pretty funny.
All right.
It's math.
It's bad.
I
It is.
kind of want him to come back just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just walks through the night, and you guys wake up, and Ed is just exhausted.
So
Exhausted, lost. Finally
So I
found
place my backpack
there's a
down.
demon.
I get my bedroll out.
I mean, I haven't changed. I just have a closet.
Yeah,
So,
that's something new. That's
I'm gonna
an
go get some
experience and a
firewood.
half for that little man.
all right, yeah. So you guys set up camp, get a small fire going. You guys gonna sleep for the night, or?
I can keep watch.
Yes.
All right. So we gonna get a watch order going?
I'll go second for watch.
I think Nails will be the first. He'll take up 2 watches.
Okay.
Okay, I thought I was first, but whatever. You can take it.
Should be looking to watch.
Yep.
Blandis is already asleep.
Got it.
Whatever. Sure.
So we have Nails on first and second. Janata also on second.
Yeah, I'll do second.
Okay.
And then
How
I'll
many
do
watches are there for?
last watch. If there's anything else.
So is that Bond for 4, Blandis for also 4?
What?
No, I asked how many watches there are.
4.
yeah.
There are 4. 2-hour segments.
I'll
I mean, anyone can join me
Is
on my
it-
second watch, but I'm just gonna stay awake for 2.
Okay, so it's Nails for 2. Is Janata doing it for 2 and 3? Or is Janata just doing it for 2?
I'm just doing it for the second one. I mean,
Okay.
And then who's doing 3? Is it just me? Am I doing the last 2 watches? Or is Bond doing one of them and I'm doing the other?
That's between the two of you.
What do you think, Bond?
I'll take the last one.
Okay, I'll take 3 then. Blandis falls asleep again.
Just like a tree falling. Just.
Right onto the bedroll.
All right.
Loud.
So
I'm doing my back tree the entire time. I'm asleep.
Bond. Higher or lower?
Sorry, you say pawn?
Yep. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Good. Night passes uneventfully. Unless you guys want to do something specifically on your watches.
I think Nails is just gonna sit restlessly looking at the flames.
Okay.
Alright. I just want to, like, stealthily study, Toby.
Alright. Corey, how long is Fun Familiars? How long does it last?
Casting time 1 hour. Duration instantaneous.
Okay. So,
So
Toby's just gonna be out until you dispel him. Got it. So,
yeah.
Toby doesn't need sleep. He's a demon and all. So, are you gonna try to, like, stealth off and then study him from sneaking back? Joe? Okay.
Try to, so he doesn't need sleep, so he's just kind of, like, awake and just around. Then I'm just gonna keep my eye on him. Make sure he doesn't go towards anyone's stuff.
Okay.
Especially mine.
He doesn't.
Too close.
He takes, way too many piss breaks. Like, he just goes off to the side of the camp and then we'll just start peeing. It's the thing he does a lot.
Okay.
Meow. Yeah, other than that, he doesn't do anything suspicious.
He is still going out, but now he knows what's going on. But yeah.
Okay, so night passes uneventfully.
Okay.
It's morning.
Pack up our shit. Get out of here.
Nails shoots up out of bed. Like down.
Have a nightmare, my dude?
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. Pick up all our stuff.
Is this
Long rest.
Yeah.
What happened?
I think he's changing back.
Changing back? What does that mean? Sorry, I'm confused.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
Alright.
for hit dice, you recover half.
You recover half of your expend hit dice on a long rest.
So what if you have an uneven amount?
Rounded down.
An odd amount? Does it go up or down?
Rounded down.
Okay.
Crap, I just
Let's make our way forward.
Alright, so in about 3 or 4 hours walk, you arrive at Kithrin Gates. You pass these gates. It's open, like it's an archway. It's called gates, even though there are no actual doors. As you pass through it, you don't see very many structures. You see a very big log cabin built on top of a hill, and you can kind of see into the distance a bunch of other cabins that are just really spaced out. And there's another stone building between you and the very large log cabin. There's a few people just kind of in a common area. Just like in outside tables that are just kind of chatting.
Does that stone building look like a church?
The stone building is a general store.
Okay.
Do you think they have distilling pieces? I kind of left mine in Oddwood.
Let's go find out.
Alright. So you go into the store. There's a cheery halfling standing on a counter behind the main kind of registry. Hello.
Hey, what's up, my man?
What are you searching for today?
Do you have any copper pipes?
A few, yeah. Why? What are you looking for?
Well, you see, I'm from Oddwood, right? And I'm a brewer, but
okay.
I'm on the move, and I left my supplies in Oddwood, and I'm not gonna be back there for a little bit.
Okay. Well, let me just check something real quick. That's too far.
I zoned out, so what's happening?
I've got
In
some
character.
I've got some brewing supplies for you. Like I've got a whole kit. You don't really need to buy the parts individually, my man.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering
That's
how much is that gonna set me back?
That'll be 18 gold pieces.
Hey, Atlantis. You wanna hook a brother up with 3 gold pieces?
What's in it for me?
All the hooch I can make.
Almost never enough.
What?
Gotta get that good stuff. Goliath's got that good stuff.
They
Miss
do.
that stuff.
They do. There is a whole Goliath town basically known for its brewery.
Mm-hmm. Best town there is, man. You'll have to visit eventually, Bon. But what's in it? I guess the.
You already asked that.
Yeah, I did. A little out of it. Why don't you take this one, Nails?
He already bought food for everyone.
I mean, anyone who... Actually, Janata, you seem like the type that's interested in this stuff.
Slightly, but
Yeah, come on, Jeanette, come on.
Did you just
Maybe we
profile
can
the
find
dragon?
know
Girl?
me.
Problem solving, or someone who has something that you need. Have
Alright.
someone, Mr. We didn't get his name, did we?
No, you did not get his name.
Mr.
Theodore.
Theodore.
From Elven Adventure.
Theodore of Rillian, and welcome to my shop.
Is there anything we can do for you, Theodore?
No, I've got about all I need. Shipments just came in. I got nothing I'm looking for in particular.
Alright.
I'm sorry if you're looking for work. Small chance Mayor might have something for you, but I mean, not much goes on around here.
you have crossbow bolts.
Oh, I've got about a case or two.
How
You have
much?
any javelins as well?
Javelins I do not have. Sorry, I just want you to know, you do not consume a javelin when you throw it. I just assume you pick it up eventually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Just want to let you know. Because javelins are not technically ammunition.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey,
So you're interested in some crossbow bolts?
Yeah, how much?
That'll be... do you want them in the case, or do you have one of your own?
I have my own case.
Okay, those will be, it'll be a gold per 20, and I've got, 60 here.
I think you can bring the price down just a little bit.
This is... No, I can't. I like to consider myself a purveyor of fine deals, and that's about as low as I can go.
Is it a gold per?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take them all.
Pleasure doing business with you.
so,
Anyone else need anything? Or...
do you think you could lower the price a little bit for those brewing supplies?
Roll persuasion.
12.
Okay. How does 16 gold pieces sound?
Please don't just give me a single gold piece.
Fine. I want to whine about this the rest of the trip.
He hops down off of his back counter and picks up a box and puts it on the table. Inside of the box is the brewing kit.
I hand him the 16 gold coins.
He takes them and just kind of slides them along the floor to his right. He also hands you the 60 bolts that you paid for.
Alright. Okay. We get everything we need.
Okay. Let's head out.
Okay.
go talk to the mayor, see if he's seen anyone.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
He's the mayor. I'm sure he's seen plenty of people.
Might have work, and we seem to be low on money.
Work or see if he knows anything about Sigwood.
I actually got quite a bit of money. I don't know.
I have 0 gold pieces.
Yeah, fuck it.
But I have a brewing kit.
Like a true monk, no attachment to monetary value. But
Other than booze. Booze is what keeps me rooted.
Alright. I'm just gonna turn that down a bit.
oh, another drink.
Alright. So, you guys head towards the... You're gonna head to the mayor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me.
Nice.
Thanks. So as you walk towards this
I was hoping it was
big,
the mayor that did that.
it wasn't. It. I'm sorry.
I know.
I need. There it is. Okay, I got it. All right. So you walk in, and there's this man sitting in a just very cushioned chair at the back of this large room. It's got staircases leading off that spiral up to a larger floor. But this current area that you're in is just this big open kind of greeting room. This is the only room on the first floor.
Another desk clerk.
No, he's just sitting in a chair. He's wearing finer clothing. That, for all you want, very well could be the mayor.
I'm gonna do the kind of thing that I'll let people walk in front of me, and then as they do, I'll sky self.
Got it?
Hey, but are you the mayor?
I am the mayor. Welcome, welcome. I always love to see new people in the town. What are you looking for? You looking for some residents?
Does Thickwood ring a bell?
I think. Give me a second. He pulls a drawer out that's to his right and pulls out this very large book. Starts flipping to an area and looks down. Thickwood. Yeah, we've got a Thickwood. Why? What business do you have with him?
Oh, I'm a really big fan of his work. You know, I read some of his pieces. You know, and I just really wanted to meet him.
Oh, I did not take him for the scholarly type. That's my bad. Not supposed to judge. That's my bad. Okay, he's in House 23. That'll be facing the lake on the right. It's the 23rd one to the right.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah. So, is that it? You're just looking for a
That's
Thickwood?
pretty much it. That's all I had.
Okay, well, I hope you have a really good day.
What kind of? Oh, I said that. What kind of person is Sigwood?
He's a... How do I say this politely? He's a very portly gentleman. Very large. He's a minotaur. Yeah, that's about all I can say about him politely.
He's an author.
Oh, that's cool. I could see that him writing could be a feat in itself, given how big his hands are.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Have a really
Before I
good
say
day.
something stupid.
What was it you saying?
Have a really good day.
In the middle of a yawn.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll head to where that
Yeah.
guy lives.
Without arousing suspicion.
Yep.
Mission accomplished.
So you don't really need to actively try to not arouse suspicion. There are just people walking around, just on different, like, kind of
No, the
hiking.
bear.
Huh? Bugbear? Is that what you said?
Kind of like the mayor character. He's just having his time.
Not arousing suspicion from the mayor.
Yeah. All right.
What do you want with Thickwood? Oh, he's an author.
He's not.
He's
and,
not.
and technically, I'm not lying because we did read his piece.
Oh my god, Big Brain.
I was gonna say he lost something and we're giving it back to him to deliver it.
Right.
That's good too.
Both are big brain plays.
Don't worry. You don't even need to roll to deceive that man. So, you head towards house number 23, and you just pass a few people. It's a house that looks uniform to all the other ones. It's just yeah.
While we're walking, can I notice if there's a back door? If all the houses just kind of look almost the same.
There appears to be. You can only. Are you gonna actively walk around one of them?
I'm still disguised. Yeah, why not?
All right. So you walk around to the, and as you're walking around, you can see that there's a door on the front, and there's a door on the right side of the house when you face it, and that one's at the back of that wall. So that'd be the closest thing to a back door.
Okay. Got it. Down, keep going back with the group and walk.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're just gonna knock on the door here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Once we get to the place, I'm gonna kind of go around the corner towards closer to that side door.
All right. So these houses do have windows, just to the right and left of the door. As you walk up to this house, you can see that there is a large. So, the mayor described him as portly. He is heavily obese.
Oh my god.
And he is almost destroying a chair that he's just slumped in, asleep. When he's snoring, and you could hear it as you were walking up. And I'd like you all, because Joe, you're going to the side door, right?
Yeah.
I'd like everyone.
Try and not be seen.
I'd like everyone but Joe to make perception checks. So Sarah, you want to roll perception or?
No, it's just a D20, right?
It's a D20, and then add your wisdom modifier, and if you're proficient in perception, +3.
20.
Okay, so Nails, you got nothing's awry here. With Bond, you can see his gut kind of is moving just a tad strange, but that just could be his breathing or something. And Blandis, you can see his breathing is causing his gut to expand, and then there is other movement inside of his gut that is not just his breathing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Jabba.
Yo,
Alright.
he eat someone?
So what's the move?
Does the side door open?
Are you gonna try it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep, it opens.
Oh. Okay.
The fact that everything seems open and there's something in his stomach moving, I have a feeling he just waits here for his food.
Oh god.
I mean, he is obese.
The mayor was trying to be kind with his words earlier.
I'm gonna try and sneak in.
Okay, make a stealth check with advantage. He's asleep.
I also have advantage because of my hood.
Uh-oh!
19 plus 9,
You're
20.
good. You're good. Stealth. In fact,
He had autofill.
Sure. No.
no. So you guys can't even see him moving around in the building through the windows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like look around, see if there's anything anything that's weird that would kind of like look like the robes and shit that we found at the
Nothing of the
beach
sort.
or, like,
This would be a very bad time to knock on the door.
I was waiting for that sentence to end with "I knock on the door."
I was honestly
We
waiting
knock
for
the door down.
All right. So what's the play?
Jack the door. Jack the door.
So we know Joe's in there.
I mean, you can assume he's in there.
We'll give him a minute. Maybe open the door from the inside, maybe.
Can I, like, is there anything on him?
So he is wearing a loincloth and a vest, which is not hiding anything.
Beware, fatty ahead.
Try jumping, fatty, written at his feet.
Beware blobby thing.
And this weird scrolling on the ground.
Yeah.
Glowing. Oh, now we found Smo.
Oh no.
Yes.
Four-legged smoke.
Fucking Ornstein bursts out of his gut.
He said something was like moving in his gut or something.
Yeah, so
I'm
you
seeing something moving inside.
just right next to him, you can see he's breathing, and something is moving in there at a different rate than his breathing. You, actually gonna have you make me a perception check with advantage because of how close you are.
Perception?
Yes.
That's good. That's exactly the same. 12.
You can hear chains.
Chains?
Yep.
Thought his name was Nails.
They all last minute, fuck.
We're just camped out on this guy's fucking porch.
Yeah.
Smoking some cigarettes.
Drinking some
If I try to like, it's inside of him and there's chains. I'm just gonna go and open the front door.
All right. Yep. So the door opens from the inside, and you see, you look like a human man. Just open the gate with a hood on. Open the door. My bad, not a gate.
Let's go and start going off.
He's gonna come out swinging, or what's going on?
I open the door and I like look back at the fucking fat guy. Like there are chains or something inside of him. I have no idea.
I saw his stomach moving weird, man. What do you got
Yeah.
in there?
Punch Blandis.
What?
That'd be quite the power move, Joe.
No.
I was expecting him to open the door and just immediately start screaming.
No.
To be honest.
Let's both, because I left both side door open. Shouldn't have both open. It's gonna walk up and try to fuck with his stomach as he's with the chains.
You gonna poke it?
You gonna rattle his stomach?
Is
We
there
got a
any
magnet.
other area to this building?
No, it's just
actually, hold
So
on.
Joe, you walked into the side door, and there was a kitchen area there, and then there's the chair facing the window. That's it.
That's it.
Yep, it's a very just. Oh, there's a bed to the
basement?
left.
There's a what till?
There's a bed.
Bed,
Just
no.
in the back corner of that room.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
What?
I'm gonna put my ear against his stomach like he's pregnant.
Okay.
Listening for the baby.
Stealth advantage, perception advantage.
Oh, they rolled 2 3s for the stealth.
Oh no!
This is bad.
Do
Can
I, inspiration?
Did you have inspiration?
It would have been
Yeah,
better to not
I don't remember
yell.
what I got it for, but
Okay,
I
I totally believe I gave it to you last session.
yeah.
Yeah, so go
So
for
do
it.
I roll again? So
Yeah.
I roll twice again, or just one?
You can re-roll any die with
Okay.
it.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll that 3.
Yeah, you rolled 2 threes.
Me too.
Oh Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. What is stealth? 18.
Okay, you're good. You're good. That was
And now I have advantage with perception.
so you can see Bod like walk up to this man. He trips on one of the planks on the floor and then just perfectly stops himself, like at the man, without just without touching him.
I know the perception.
I thought he was gonna get engulfed in his stomach, not gonna lie.
Perception.
Fucking
15.
So you can hear chains kind of idly moving, and you can also kind of hear the whirring of like a breeze.
Yo, he got a whole world inside of him?
It's a good thing Man's not here. This guy's a portal.
That's fucking gluttony from Metal Up.
Damn.
This guy's a portal.
You do be gluttony, though.
He do be breezing though.
He be breezy. Easy breezy.
Easy breezy beautiful.
Easy breezy beautiful Minotaur.
I vote that Bond punch him in the stomach.
Or tip a chair over and wake him up.
Literally,
Wait, can I
Good luck moving the chair.
We.
can I like use Mage Hand to like pull the chair a little to try to like
Move
break
it?
it?
Oh.
Like
So instead of like someone in the place destroying the chair, it looks like his own weight destroyed the chair.
okay, so we'll move out of the place, I'm assuming. You're doing this from the window?
Yeah, is that even possible to be able to do that? Because I can do about 10 pounds. Just 10 pounds of force. Can I like, try and pull
10
the chair,
pounds?
break it?
no. That if that thing can hold 540, it can hold 550. So yeah, you just like tugging at the bottom of the chair, but it's a good chair.
Well made.
It's a really well made chair.
Oh god. Chairs are enemy.
Yeah, the chair's a mimic. It's a fake man on top. Big brain.
It's like, just try and wake him up.
I'm gonna
Close
poke
the door. Close the door again and just knock loud.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
okay. We'll go,
like,
going
that
outside and
sounds
knocking on
better.
the outside might be the- yeah,
all right.
didn't really think that through.
Are you ready?
The first thing we say to him, hey, you got chains?
Hey, have any chains for the chain seekers? So you guys are gonna knock on the door?
We're off the chain.
I'm gonna close the doors
Yeah. Okay, both.
Both.
Good idea.
and then knock on the door.
You're just gonna pound on the door, or just gentle knock, or.
Gentle.
Pound on the door, see if that
Okay.
wakes them.
I'm sorry.
He struggles to get up, falls back into the chair, and then actually gets up for the second time, walks up
Poor
and
chair.
opens the door. What do you need? Wait a minute.
You are Thickwood, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
Blandis mumbles maybe a little bit more than sick here.
We've come
I don't like
a long
that.
way to speak to you.
Oh, that's
May we come in?
sure. But I'd rather we do this outside.
Do we still hear the chains?
Yeah, as he moves, you can hear them a little bit more intensely.
Weird shit.
You. And he points it at you directly, Janata.
Okay.
That doesn't belong to you.
Right.
We know what you took from us, and it does not belong to you. Do you know how to give it back?
I don't know what you're talking about. What did I steal?
That fucking prophet couldn't have been more. God damn it. Oh, what are we doing? How are we gonna do this? Are you willing to work with me here?
If you let us in, so we can talk in a more private-ish
I don't like
area.
buildings.
Okay.
Can we just please stay outside?
I relate. Hard to fit into this.
Right? Do you know, it took me 25 minutes to get into that building.
Oh my god. I know your pain, brother. Okay. But
Alright.
what exactly?
Alright, I'm gonna get out of the doorway now. He just kind of squats and is like holding his gut, lets out like really bad effort grunts as he just forces himself. First time he attempts to go through, his horn on the right side of his head just clangs straight into the doorway. And then he manages to squeeze through. How are we gonna do this?
You sure you don't want to stay in the building?
I'm 100. He got out. He got out. That's not what he's questioning. Do I? It's just easier if I kill you.
What?
Alright. Come on, Lucille, we got work to do. And he just slams, like, slaps his rotund gut. And it, like, apertures open. And a purple dress shoots out. Inside of the purple dress is chains. You can see them through the neck hole, and they come out through the sleeves. On the end of the chains are scimitars. And there's a strange gem, similar in color to the pearl that you encountered before, sitting atop the chain above her neck hole. Inside of his belly, you can see...
Call hold person.
Huh?
Can I cast hold person on him?
I'm gonna have us roll initiative,
That's what I thought. Okay.
but I just want to finish describing.
Yeah.
Inside of his gut is... They look like just roots. Just strange bluish roots just moving around, coming out into making this kind of makeshift maw in his belly. He reaches into the maw and pulls out, like bag of holding style, reaches in and pulls out this giant club. Roll initiative.
21.
Oh, let me change the music real quick. I don't think we want the serene kind of lakeside.
Where's my dice?
20.
These are pretty good rolls. I'm excited for Tubbo to roll.
Excited for what?
What's his dex modifier?
I'm not allowed to tell you that.
Witcher 3 combat.
I wanted.
Shut up! I'm using Witcher Lake music. I might as well use Witcher combat music.
I got 18. Wait, is that?
It's still playing the calm music.
Give me a second. There we go.
Is it negative? Is it negative?
Of course it is, Corey. He's 10 feet tall and 5 feet wide. What do you expect?
Positive.
Hello, Jason Knight. I don't need the notes on you. What I need is where the hell is my pencil?
You know,
All right.
I'm gonna
So I heard 21. Who is 21?
Me.
Okay. I should roll for these two, huh?
Mine's
That's probably a good idea. All right. Wow, I'm really struggling with everything right now. I don't need the keyboard. I'm not typing anything. Great. That's rude. Who's 20? Blandis?
Yes.
What's Janata got?
18.
Nice. And Nails?
19.
Damn, son. Holy shit. You know what? I'm giving out free round of inspiration for that. So everybody gets inspiration.
Double inspiration.
Okay.
Two?
If you do not have inspiration, you get inspiration for that. That's awesome.
What'd that do though?
Sarah, it allows you to re-roll any die,
Oh, that's cool.
including any of my rolls. Alright, time to roll. Fucking Tubbo. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Alright. What do we got? What do we got from Tubbo? Oh, wonderful! -1.
That means we have a full other round we can go before he goes, right?
No,
That
no,
works,
it
right?
does not. Lucille.
Like Snorlax, where you have to wait like every turn to attack.
Alright. So fun fact. Y'all's not first. Lucille is indeed first.
That is a very fun fact.
Oh, yeah, my bad, my bad.
No.
What? What are you laughing at?
Oh. I got a good idea for what I'm gonna do on my turn.
Nice.
I got a good spell for that.
Okay. So Lucille's gonna make an attack on everybody. So, we'll do it initiative order. Bon. 12 doesn't hit. Blandis. Another 12. 25 on Nails. And 16 on Janata.
Okay.
So I'm assuming those ones hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nails. That's 10 points of slashing damage. And Janata,
That's
that's
how much?
10.
10?
And it's 11 for Janata. And it is now Bond's turn.
Somebody was in my house.
Wait, that's me, sorry?
It's Bond.
Would this be considered a humanoid?
Which one?
The giant fat man.
Yes, he's a...
Minotaur.
No, he's a monstrosity because he's a Minotaur. Because he's not
What are
he's
you gonna
not
do,
calm Minotaur.
I'm gonna punch him.
Just punch him.
Just remove them. It's daytime.
It is daytime.
Oh crap! I just flipped the die. I don't actually know what it was.
Oh, jeez. Okay, there's her hit points. Alright. What? What's the damage? Or what's the attack roll?
18.
18 to punch.
Yeah, I'm
18,
yeah, you're
18
good.
points.
Roll damage.
11.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna flurry blows.
Nice.
Did you say no or
Yeah,
alright?
I said nice.
Oh, okay.
Go for it. Go for it.
It cut.
My bad.
No, you're good. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's
Oh no.
12 and 11.
Neither of those hit. Wait, you're punching Tubbo, aren't you?
Yeah.
My bad. No, all of those hit.
Wait, what else is there?
Lucille.
Chain thing in a dress.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Chain
Yeah, I'm
out of the
thinking
stomach.
about
That
that.
was chains and they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a maelstrom. Like I thought they were still like. Okay. That is 8 and 7.
Okay. Okay. So it's now Blandis' turn.
That turn.
Yep.
So wait, the chains. What do they look like? Like all I can
They
imagine
look like
what
chains.
looks to be like a stick figure, but with chains in a dress.
So it's a purple dress that's kind of magically floating with chains going through the armholes that can join at the neck at this strange gem, which is the same coloration as the pearl you've seen before.
Okay.
The purple dress has kind of a gold trim on the sleeves and whatever the hell the bottom half of a dress is called. Skirt is what I want to call it.
Yeah. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna attack the big boy though.
Okay.
I'm gonna rage though.
Okay, that's your bonus action. Make an attack roll. Would you like to reckless attack?
No.
Okay. So make an attack roll. Add an additional, so it'll be +8 to all your attacks made with the Great Axe.
Okay.
Damage-wise.
Let's see. I got 19.
Okay. That hits.
Okay, and then
It's a D12 plus
that's
8.
14 damage.
Okay.
And that counts as my bonus, like my bonus action to use to rage, right?
Correct, but you get 2 attacks as part of your main action. Yeah.
Okay. 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
10.
Okay. Alright. Nails, you're up.
So we're like within like 5 feet or 10 feet, right, on the porch.
Yes.
Like in the doorway. Where is the chain and dress?
She is in the middle of all of you. Meanwhile, Blandis and Bon have moved forward and are facing Thickwood, who is just in front of the doorway.
Tubbo.
It'd be funny if he was stuck in the doorway.
Nope, he got out of the doorway first.
I
What
know.
the fuck
It'd
is
be
he
funny.
fighting stuck in the doorway though? You know, I'm gonna command him to retract,
Okay.
pull back in the chain.
What's the save?
14 wisdom.
He's past the save. You dare. Yeah. You dare.
You kidding?
You dare, bro.
He's a very unhealthy man, okay? Is that your turn, or are you gonna do a bonus action?
I don't think I have. No.
Alright. Then Janata, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to get my rapier, and I'm gonna take a stab. You said the fucking dress thing is like around all of us,
It's
or like in the middle of all of us.
in the middle of all of you, yeah.
And then Tubbo is like a little bit like 10 feet away or something like that.
Tub?
5 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would need to move into melee with Tubbo. But you
Yeah,
could
that-
move into melee and stay in her zone of control, preventing an attack of
know.
opportunity.
I don't want to do that. I'm
Okay.
going to attack her.
Got it. Make an attack roll.
Yes, with the rapier.
She's made of metal.
Do I get advantage because like we're all surrounding her? And it's melee.
Yeah, she's got no other allies within 5 feet. Go for it. That would be well. No, you get sneak attack. You don't get advantage.
Well, regardless, I don't need advantage for sneak attack.
Correct. You do not get
Wait,
advantage here. You will do sneak attack though.
That's fuck. I missed then.
Why? What is it?
Two.
Yeah.
2 plus numbers that don't make big number.
Yeah. All right. You got a bonus action?
Bonus action will be disengaged.
Okay.
Kind of back off from giant dress lady, like 15 or 20 feet.
Okay. Let me just read something real quick. I'm pretty sure I get how this works, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, actually,
Not bad, Ravioli.
Yeah.
So
Not here then.
Or
my traits have fancy footwork. Does it say I have to hit an attack? It just have to make a melee attack against a creature. That creature can't make opportunity attacks against me for the rest of my turn.
okay.
Real
Okay.
quick, guys,
Buckler.
I will just autoplay me. I have three key points left. Just do flurry of blows every time.
Okay. I'll do it. I got it.
We could just end here if that's easier.
In the middle of combat?
Yes. I guess we should finish the combat first. I just don't know when I'm leaving. I think I'm leaving till food things.
Okay.
But yeah, we can keep going till then. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, so that would overlap Sentinel, so you're good.
Yeah, so 20 feet back.
Okay. That's your turn. It's Thickwood's turn. Thickwood is going to make a reckless attack after initiating rage on to Bon. Wait, I shouldn't do that. I don't know his armor class necessarily. Oh, that's a bad idea. Well, screw it.
I don't want Ben rolling for Bond. Someone else roll for Bond.
Oh, you
Ben's rolls are bad.
well, he's attacking Blandis now, because that is also within melee. And I'm
Yeah.
assuming 29 hits.
I think so, yeah. I'm still a little
Yeah.
confused on how I know if it hits or not.
Your AC.
What is AC?
It's what's written down as AC. Or armor class.
Oh, armor class. Yeah, that hits.
10, 14. So that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Half since you're raging, so 10 points.
Okay.
And Lucille's up. Lucille? No, that's the wrong way in the book. Perfect.
Are you talking to me, Mother? Hi, what's up? I'm playing D&D still. When...
Yeah,
tried to ask her if we're eating pizza, and she said, "Don't worry about it."
yeah, scripts. Lucille is just gonna make an attack on everyone. I'm gonna assume Corey's got like 17 armor class. I have no idea what his hit points are. Everyone except for Janata, who has gained distance. So this will be on Bon, which didn't hit because that didn't crest 10. Nails 14 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
No.
And Sarah, what's your armor class?
18.
Okay, she just lashes out with the scimitars in the end of her chains and doesn't manage to catch anybody. She's just kind of throwing them in the wind.
Damn.
Bon's up. I'm gonna flurry of blows.
You feel useless.
Did you say that out loud? Yeah, that hits. That'll hit. That'll
Are you doing
hit.
Bond's turn?
I am, yes.
Okay.
2d8 plus 9. 14. 25. Saban just lets forth 3 just nasty punches just into the just into various areas of Thickwood. Blandis, you're up.
Okay. I attack Thickwood.
All right, make an attack roll.
Yeah. I'm asking again, what do I add to this?
+7. I'm pretty
Plus
sure.
7?
It might be +8.
I think it's +8 because raging?
Raging doesn't affect your attack roll.
Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. So it's +7, that's...
Raging, you get an additional damage die. Or not
Yeah.
damage die, but like damage bonus.
Yeah, I know. That's in there.
24.
24 hits.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And I think it was +8 on this, wasn't it?
Yeah, +8 to the damage.
Okay, so, it's 16,
Okay.
and then I do it again.
Yep.
I got the same number as the first one, so it still hits.
Yep.
Oh, this one. Damn. Okay, I got 20
Damn.
damage.
Whoa! Alright, Nails, you're up.
I'm going to look up a spell. Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
That does.
What level?
Probably just first.
Okay, who on?
And I'm gonna make 2 attacks against Fat Man.
Okay, Thickwood. Gonna go for Thickwood.
16 plus 9. That's more
Okay,
likely
so
hit.
that hits. And as you go and you're swinging and it goes near his gut, you see a bunch of these roots reach out across your weapon and pull the magic off of it. So roll normal damage for the attack, but without the smite.
Okay. Nine points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And no Wrathful Smite.
Yeah.
And second attack.
Got it.
On the woman in the dress.
Got it.
Slash chicken. That was
Lucille.
13 plus 9.
13 plus 9 hits.
Points of slashing.
Nice.
And an extra 2 psychic.
Wrathful was pulled off on the first strike.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't dissuade it. The maw absorbed the magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
No 2 psychic.
Yeah. Alright.
I think that's.
Janata, you're up.
Is the chick in the dress humanoid?
No.
No. There goes my one thing I wanted to try.
You're dealing with a monstrosity and a construct.
Yeah, I was kind of assuming that. I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure. If that's the case, can I use Shatter and aim it so it...
She is within 5 feet on almost all sides of allies. So no.
What about Tubbs?
Also the same.
Fuck. Man.
Yeah, they're kind of intermingled.
That's slightly annoying. I'll just take my crossbow and I'll shoot a bolt at the rapier. It's affecting the
Lucille or Thickwood?
Lucille.
Alright.
That's 15 plus numbers.
That hits.
21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that hits.
And then I should have sneak attack.
Yep.
With that. 1d8, and then sneak attack is 2d6 for me now.
It's not 3 at this point?
2.
You sure?
Because I'm level 3 rogue.
Right, I forgot that you're not. Yep.
Uh, 10 damage.
Nice. So, it's Thickwood's turn. Thickwood is looking really rough. Like he's got a bunch of slashing wounds, and is not having any of it. He stretches his maw open as wide as he can, sucks Lucille into it, and turns and faces the lake behind the cabin. Gonna make an athletics.
I'm gonna force him to make disadvantage with my inspiration.
Okay. I'll make you re-roll the higher of the die on this advantage. Alright. So he still manages, even with the inspiration, to just shatter the doorway of the cabin and just run straight through the house. That does provoke attacks of opportunity.
Oh yeah. 19 plus 9.
That hits.
14 points of damage.
Nice. I'll have Bond do one as well. That hits.
Did I not do a turn for this?
You would get one if you want to make an attack of opportunity.
He's running away?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm assuming 20, not 20 hits.
Yeah, you crit.
Okay. So wait, I'm still raging, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I got 20 damage.
Yeah, so that's, did you roll the... So, he turns and just bursts through the doorway as Bond just gets him in the back of the knee with a punch. Nails just jabs it into his shoulder. And Blandis, with a big raised axe strike, splits his head in two. You then hear the aggressive whirring of chains as this strange pouch, with rapid speed, almost being pulled by something you cannot see, burst out of his stomach and shoot through the wall opposite in the cabin, and you can see it go straight out above the center of the lake and shoot downwards.
Ah, he's one of them.
No, he's dead. She's one of them.
Yeah, fair. He
All
said
right.
us, though. Not us.
So that's what we can call it.
Thank you for enjoying our episode today. There'll be new episodes out every other Friday, and we hope to see you again.